All right, looks like we're live everywhere now. Hope you guys are having a great Friday morning, TGIF. And let's play some event. Need more of those victory vouchers. I did save up enough to get the 94 binder pack. I took Charles Cross. I think that's supposed to regenerate. Hopefully, the Seahawks will stay in the tournament and we get another Seahawk player um, along the way. But we'll see. All right, here we go. Got the Tickfinity timer going, and hopefully you guys are tapping and yapping today. Seahawks and Patriots, maybe Super Bowl rematch. Who knows? Super Bowl rematch in this game. All right, so we got Johnson on the first reception. User 6, how's it going? Shawno, hey, what's up, bud? Shawno, how's the NHL going? I'm probably gonna play 2K after the Super Bowl, but maybe I should try NHL instead. Until baseball gets here. Looking at the new Chell stuff. Ethan, welcome in on TikTok side. I don't think I'll play baseball or Madden, excuse me, all the way till MLB comes out. Hey, what's up, Zeep? Zeep, you should be free to get back in the Discord, buddy. I went and checked and I don't see your name on the block list any longer. So I think I got you freed. Let me know if it lets you in. Axel, welcome in, and Danny Dan, welcome in. Isa and Cam Quotes, how's it going, guys? Oh, threw it in anticipation, he got jammed up. Let's see, Chell itself kind of stinks by yourself. Hut is like how you play Madden. Yeah, it'd probably be good to get some other sports fans in besides just the football people that I appeal to and the MLB people. Hopefully get them to stay in the community. BGA Cookup. What's going on, BGA? Thanks for following. How's your day been, BGA? This is just throw it and hope deal. He had me pretty covered up. Yeah, big game tomorrow. I hope Darnold is good to go. I guess he has an oblique injury as of yesterday. Not the time for quarterback to get hurt coming out of the bye week, but it is what it is. Drew Lock's okay as a backup. Drew's just hit and miss. If he was to play the whole game, I could see Drew throwing a couple picks and screwing us. I could see him having a monster game too. Nick, the timer is called the fear of missing out timer. The more you guys like, follow, share, sub, all that stuff, the more time goes up on the timer. When it ends, we wrap up stream. So we love everybody to follow, share, and like. Niners have a lot of injuries. I guess Warner won't be back, although he's starting to do some ramp up for the following week if they make it through. There's a whole theory around the 49ers that they practice next to, I guess, is a electrical field or something like that, and that the players think that they're having all these catastrophic injuries because of where they practice. I don't think there's any science to it. It's just something that's circulating around the team now. Josh, welcome in. How are you, Josh? Today's question of the day: hard shell taco or soft shell taco? All right, so I turned it over on down. It's not a great start. We're playing the playoff mode, so it's really short quarters and quick games. Somebody was asking who's going to get the MLB the show cover, and I don't really know who they're going to do. I don't like the try cover they just did. Shano, he's a burrito guy. Nick says soft shell over in TikTok chat. You've seen a little science to it. The practice is next to a substation. That's what it's called. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it's called. The substation is what I was looking for, Tyler. Ruben, how's it going? Are you feeling good about the Broncos coming in? If he gets it by himself, I think that would be pretty hype. He deserves it. I wonder if he'll change uniforms before the season gets going too. Ready for the fight is Ruben. Nick, thanks for following. Who's your favorite athlete of all time, Nick? What team do I want the Seahawks to play in the Super Bowl? I like them to play. I don't know. Honestly, if they were to make it, you like them to play somebody they match up well against. And I don't necessarily know who that would be. I kind of feel like a team like Denver with a really good defense would be tough because it would probably stay low scoring. almost want to play one of the better offenses of the AFC if they were to go that far. All Sam Darnold has to do is not sell. Sam's injured, so hopefully he's going to be okay for the game. Yeah, Seahawks Patriot rematch would be a chance to get them, the monkey metaphorically off the Seahawks back and avenge their loss from a decade ago. But they got to deal with the Niners tomorrow night, and that's not going to be easy with it being a divisional rival. So I'm not that far. I hate it, Shauno. I saw a lot of comments last night saying that we're certainly going to have a lockdown or a lockout now in 2027. But yeah, the Dodgers are already just completely loaded, and now they go and load up with another star. No, he's hurt. I mean, he had an oblique injury. They put him on the questionable list, so there's something going on. It just might not be that bad. 2K Eli, welcome in. Seahawks Broncos rematch. Yeah, it could definitely happen, Ruben. But there's advanced metrics that say the Seahawks have the highest chance to win the Super Bowl, but right behind them is the Rams. And like I could see the Bears and Niners winning this weekend, and then we don't have to think about either of those teams. And I think it gets a lot more wide open if those good defenses go out. Yeah, the deferred stuff and the opt-outs and all these things, it's just nuts that they're signing all these big money guys and they're paying them down the road. I saw some fans making a list of things that they want. They said if they're going to do deferred money, that all that money should be taxed and go into a stadium fund, and that these owners should be paying for the stadiums and not the taxpayers. And I thought, you know what, that would be okay. Yeah, when are the A's going to defer money? Yeah, never. Unless they get different owners, right? I mean, get them into Vegas and then somebody else buys them off of Fisher. Seahawks Texans would be a good Super Bowl, says Rulers. Would be defensive. I thought it was kind of a boring game when we played them on Monday Night Football previously this year, but that's been a while. He's not rushing anybody. I'm just hoping somebody uncovers that I can throw the ball to and hopefully get this upfield. I had Byers, but I wasn't able to get a lateral off of that. Tried to. Was trying to just pitch it back to a teammate. But yeah, I mean, it feels like the Dodgers are locked to win this next World Series. Of course, the Blue Jays were freaking inches away from beating them last World Series, and baseball is always random, but yeah, it just sucks. I'm not mad at Dodger fans about it. I mean, I'd be thrilled if I was a Dodger fan through all the years, and now they're loaded up. But no other sport has this just super difference between teams. Burner account 4K. What's happening, Burner? Thanks for following. Tanner Barnes, welcome in. I'm doing a great job being me. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, Pig Venus Supreme. What a name. I like that you got a pickle there with sunglasses on. Just kind of ties right into your name. But yeah, you seem like a nice account. I hope you'll follow and stick around with us. Tanner, what you up to today? Thanks for coming back in. Always good when Tanner's there. Tanner said I have to play friendly games with everybody, so those are Tanner's rules for 2026. Let's see, had the flu all week. I've heard this strain of the flu this year is particularly bad. And I guess if you had it for a week, it was probably pretty bad. Are you all over it now, Tanner, completely? Or still dealing with the after effects? Sometimes when I'm sick that long, I feel like it wipes me out a bit into the next week. Let's see. Edits, how's it going? Been rough where you're at. Luke Gray, thanks for following, Luke. Not as bad, but still around, says Tanner. Some of these guys kind of give away where they're trying to throw with their feet as they're leading their quarterback away. But I'm not having much success taking this ball back. And with it being short quarters, he might just be able to run out the clock. Matt, I think the only thing you've been beating is your meat. Your mom's been very disappointed. The noises she's been hearing out of your room. And that's why she's been using your college fund to pay me to go over and be a gigolo for her. Anyhow, Matt, nobody asked. I'll set you free so you can go ahead and warm up the bacon grease, and she can pour it down my throat when the stream's done. See you for breakfast, Maddie. Let's see. Okay, fam, welcome in. Thanks for following. Okay, fam. He's wasting time, says Z. He's trying to. I'm not able to knock the ball away, so what can I do? Need a hit stick fumble. Zeep. I was trying to get it there. Instead, I just completely whiffed. Disappointed with the noises coming from me in his mom's room, and so decided as his Tanner. Yes. We had to give him a little roast to send him off on his Friday. I apparently roughed the kicker, so I need to score, get an onside recovery, whatever. This is the warm up game, guys. We're just here to chat. This weekend, I got what do we have? I think we have a San Jose State basketball game, and we have like a FIFA Legends exhibition match from Monterrey, Mexico tomorrow. So I'll be streaming those on the Red platform. If you guys are not on the Red platform, jump on in. Did the Niners take it for first in the division or no? Why are the Niners on the road? Remind me. They definitely can win, but anybody that's coming in with too much definitive statements, I'm not going to take seriously. We don't know what's going to happen. The Niners can definitely win the game, but yeah, Seattle's a favorite for a reason too. Hey, what's happening, Trigger Gaming? Aiden, welcome in. Aiden, he's got a question mark in his name. Aiden, I got a question for you. Who's your favorite football team? Him, thanks for following. Tanner thinks it'll be a great game. I hope it's a Seattle blowout and it's just no stress for me as a fan, but I know better than to expect that. Buffalo Texans AFC Championship. Ooh, you're not liking the Patriots nor the Broncos? That Broncos Buffalo game should be good, I think. If you're a tinfoil hat conspiracy guy, Josh Allen is the biggest superstar left in the bracket. That poor Lions says him. What do the Lions need to do to get it done next year, in your opinion? Landon with the opera faces. How are you, Landon? How much is K9? Oh, I don't know, bud. I bought him a long time ago, so I'm not sure what he's at price wise now. I usually check MuttGG, and they have all the listings on the cards. At least has a decent estimate of what it's going for. I think they update it like once or twice a day. So when I'm figuring out what I'm going to buy next, I go over and check out their site. Oh, I tried a high point. That was a mistake. The Aiden's a Cleveland Browns fan. Aiden, who do you think will be the quarterback opening day next year for your Brownies? And who do you want to be the quarterback? One of my Browns buddies that comes in a lot thinks it's going to be um, Deshaun Watson. I better get 3 because I got to get 2 scores anyways. Moved the ball up the field on this guy, but then stalled out around the goal line. Definitely didn't run the ball enough this game. Get a little throw happy from time to time. Caitlin, thanks for following. How are you, Caitlin? Can't wait to see Monroe lead us to a Super Bowl. I don't think Monroe's that guy. I hope I'm wrong, Triggered, but I feel like Monroe was sort of a gimmick waste of a pick. I guess we'll find out in 2 or 3 years if Monroe gets his chance to be the guy. See, Nick's a Cowboy fan. We aren't going to win a Super Bowl anytime soon. Yeah, Cowboys, I think, are probably cooked till Jerry Jones passes away, unfortunately. For Cowboy fans. Like, imagine having to wait out your owner's life, but sometimes sports is that way. He doesn't want to give up control. He likes to be the guy in front of the cameras and getting attention. And yeah, they should have moved on from Jerry a long time ago. Like, he could still own the team, but he should have just let his kids take full control of it. Christopher, how's it going, Christopher? Miami Heat fan? I know the Heat are possibly going to be doing some deadline deals here soon. Yeah, I thought Taylor Mays was close enough to knock that one out. Yeah, Christopher, thanks for following. If you do in fact like the Heat, who would you like them to trade? Do you want to see them trade Wiggins or Tyler Hero? Hey, what's up, Solo? Good to see you, buddy. Jerry Jones killing the franchise. Yeah, he is. The franchise wouldn't be what it is without Jerry in the first place, but yeah, now he's holding it back. Moas came in, and so is Frost. Thanks, guys, for following. Heat need to trade Bam to Indiana, says Solo Phil. Terrence Harris, welcome in Terrence. If the Lions get a new offensive coordinator, yeah, it's a big step down from Johnson, right? Johnson was so good for you guys in previous years. Tough to replace him. Hey Dominic, I wouldn't count your guys out. They find a way to win, and Shanahan deserves all the credit for keeping them relevant this year. Um, it certainly looks like it's going to favor Seattle, but we don't know till the game actually gets played too. Opponent's going kneel down. Good for him. He ran that play previously, and I guess he was able to throw it at a better time in his break, and he got Drake London on the island and got the win there. Yeah, football, anything can happen. Yep, for sure. Am I ready? No. Tomorrow I'll be ready for tomorrow. First thing in the morning, my kids have basketball, so I probably won't be live tomorrow morning. I will be live with some sports content in the afternoon, but when it rolls around 5 o'clock, I'm sure my adrenaline will go up, and hope the Seahawks are locked in as a fan of them. But we'll see what happens. Little hookah guy, how's it going, buddy? Good to have you back in here. You're going to the game tonight, Pacer game tonight. Who are they playing? I am multi-streaming, so I'm talking to everybody on every stream for those that are wondering what the heck I'm doing. Let's see, you do want some Tyler Hero trade him to the Lakers. This year's been any given Sunday. Yeah, Pistons are going great. Yep, that's true. Heard the Seahawks offensive coordinator is Ritter's new head coach. Just got to make it official. Maybe. It didn't work out the last Seahawk guy you hired, but I guess Kubiak interviewed for like 6 different positions, so if Kubiak goes, he goes. Pelicans are your favorite team for little hookah guy. Who's your favorite Pelican player? Little hookah guy. Heather O'Neill. What's happening, Heather? Go Seahawks. I hope they're going. I hope they're ready to go lift to the Lombardi, but we'll see. God is good. Welcome in. Thanks for following. Trade Kuminga for Porter Jr. I don't think they can make Porter Jr. fit under the cap without moving a bunch of other dudes, but we'll see. I would just be happy to see them trade Kuminga at this stage. I'm sick of that dude. Sounds like he's sick of being there too. He demanded a trade yesterday. All right, better game offensively. We already got a touchdown on the board. Anthony Davis all time. Say Jordan Poole. I love Jordan Poole. I wish Draymond never would have punched him. Obviously, I wish Draymond didn't do a lot of stuff Draymond's done, but yeah, Jordan Poole's a fun player. Fell in love with AD on the Pelicans. You'd say he's your favorite player. Jesus the best. What's happening, Jay? Darnold isn't playing. Landon, I think Darnold's playing. Unless he got ruled out a couple minutes ago. I saw a doctor breaking down his injury and said that they could probably do local anesthetic, topical anesthetic, or give him a cortisone shot. So I'm sure he's going to try. If he's not able to go through his throwing motion, got hurt on the bye week, we got a problem. It's going to be a Drew Lock legacy game. Maybe. We'll see. Drew Lock is the backup. And then Milrose emergency quarterback. Oh, nice throw from my opponent. I guess he had his moments for Locke. There's no E on his name. Not that it matters, but hey, what's happening, little Mama Silva? I wish your Panthers would have kept pounding there against the Rams the other day. They were so close. You got Patriots, Niners, or Seahawks for the Super Bowl, does Andy? But yeah, he had some good games. He had a really good game for the Seahawks on Monday Night Football a couple years ago. Then he left, went to the Giants. He got a Team of the Week card in Madden Ultimate Team as a Giant starter late last season when everybody was injured. And now he's back to Seattle. Seems like just a wonderful guy to have on the sideline for Drew Lock. He's like always hyped up and cheering on his guys. You turned 44 yesterday. Congratulations. What'd you do for your birthday? I don't know how, but I'm still older than you are. That doesn't sound right. Should catch up to me one of these years. I forgot that I have Metcalf on that spot. I need to get Jerry Rice sub back in there because Metcalf doesn't have the arm that Jerry Rice has. Can he play next? Yes. Add Danielle Freaky Deaky 69 on Nintendo Switch 2 or wait and stream snipe me. But yeah, you got to follow though, Jay. You have to be a follower to play. Those are the rules. I didn't make them. Tanner, the moderator there, did. Jay, thanks for following. Didn't do anything. It was too cold. It's been cold here. That's why I have a little bit more of a 5 o'clock shadow than I normally do. Christian says, "Don't give up, bro. Never giving up." How's your day going, Christian? You want to keep Sanders as your quarterback? I should try running that 3 tight information now that I have Barner, Jimmy Graham, and Dontari Poe. The Barnyard. Isaac, welcome to the stream. How are you, Isaac? You're going to follow me. I appreciate it, bud. Yeah, we'd like everybody to follow or subscribe depending what stream you're in. Appreciate all the followers on TikTok. When you guys are following on TikTok, not only do the lights flash, but my timer goes up and we do a longer stream. If you got any friends that are showing online, please share the stream with them. Dylan Gabriel needs to be cut ASAP. Oh, really, Aiden? I thought he looked okay for a rookie. I thought he was like real solid for a rookie quarterback. And then I thought they had the preference, at least the ownership, I was under the impression, had the preference to play Sanders. And that's why we didn't see Gabriel in the second half of the season. Elijah Lodge Foster, thanks for the double share, Elijah. Yeah, question of the day. I know I asked earlier, but for those that are not in the red chat, do you prefer hard shell taco or soft shell taco? My guy Shano's a burrito guy. Think your Hornets got into Michael's secret stuff, says Little Mama Silva. I'm glad they beat the Lakers. A Laker loss is a good day for me. Aiden says Dylan Gabriel is so bad. The Saints could use Dylan Gabriel. I thought the Saints were happy with Tyler Schlo. I thought Schlo was decent at the end of the year. If you traded for Gabriel on the Saints, you'd have 2 guys that are in the same class of what would be a second rounder and a third rounder. Don't usually see teams do that, but sometimes they do. Even beat OKC. That's impressive. What wasn't impressive is how my tight ends ran that route. They were blocking each other from getting progress. So 3rd and 12, 3rd and long. So I'm pumped up that you're going to the game, man. I hope you have a good time. If you think about it and you take some pictures and you want to share them in the Discord server, that would be splendid. Flash 80, Jerry Rice near the goal line. I thought he broke the plane. So you need a new receiver crew. You guys have a couple of pretty good tight ends, right? It's Fannin and Njoku. But yeah, Browns could certainly use the lead receiver. I know Jerry Jeudy has his moments, but yeah, maybe going first round receiver, whoever's good, could help Cleveland. Look at the elevation on Kenneth Walker. He just went over everybody. Turned into Kenneth Flyer for a minute. Jerry Judy's washed, says Aiden. Let's see. What was Little Mama Silva streaming last? Hasn't been streaming. Come on. I thought you streamed a little bit. Maybe the bots are wrong. All right, we're up 2 scores. I wish this guy would quit, but it is what it is. Bobby Wagner kicking away. And this guy's spinning through. See, Sherry, Jay, Felipe, Sam, welcome into the TikTok chat. If you guys are not tapping, you're napping. We used to have a lot of light goals for opening packs on MLB. That'll definitely be coming back baseball season time. Probably going to get the game on Nintendo Switch so I can grind out all the conquest maps and stuff when I'm not live on the handheld. Thoughts on Broncos versus Bills? Yeah, I think that's an excellent game, Javon. I could see that game going either way where like Denver's got the stout defense over there, but Bo Nix hasn't played in a lot of big games. Allen has been on the verge of being a superstar, but he's always ran into Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and these guys that have stopped him. This is a chance for Allen to punch his way through and go play in a Super Bowl and maybe try to win one. So yeah, I anticipate that's going to be a really good game. You think the Bills win it? Close game. Allen's difference in the playoffs. Yeah, it could be. And that Bills team isn't as good as some of the Bills teams that have been out there, in years gone by. End zone, yeah, I'm not too worried about playing other streamers and stuff. We just do what we do here. Gave it up thanks to social anxiety for little Mama Silva. For those that have social anxiety, little Mama Silva, what would you give them as a tip to help with social situations that are stressful? Or is there never, like, I don't want to say getting over it, but is there nothing that really helps? That's a good throw from my opponent. Dang it. Thought I was going to at least get the pass breakup. Let's see. Amrani, Jaden, 23 zone. Welcome in, guys. I need to stop trying to hit stick every time, especially out in the open field like that. End up missing, and then they get a lot of run after the catch. I don't know. Thought he had some open routes. He threw it into traffic, and we'll take it away with Ernest Jones. Hill Mario, welcome in, Hill. Hill, do you like Ohio Valley Wrestling? Because I'm getting to stream the Ohio Valley Wrestling content. Been streaming it over on the Red platform, and it seems to do pretty well. I feel like it's a good show, even though I'm not a big wrestling fan. You require a lot of hugs when you're having an anxiety attack for little Mama Silva. So it's good. I'm gonna assume it's good for you to go into public places with a loved one. That way, if that feeling comes on, you have somebody there that you trust to give you hugs, and that's not being manipulative or something scummy. Matthias, Pickett, how's it going, guys? Deep route looked kind of covered, so let me get down, get that last play. Maybe somebody will pop open on those deeper routes and can make it 21. I think if we do, this guy should quit. Always like my opponent to quit because they can't come back if they quit. Stay tuned for other great insights. Oh, we got Johnson. He's got a shot. Shell defender got me. I could see the other defender was a stride or two ahead, so I was trying to shove out to the right. So we get some yards after the catch. Hey, what's up, Zach Attack? Zach, do you think we're a lock for the 2027 lockout for baseball? I saw a lot of fans reacting negatively, and I kind of think rightfully so, to the Kyle Tucker trade. Or not, excuse me, not trade, signing yesterday with the Dodgers. Let's see, just go to your spot in the local cemetery with your fiance, relax a little bit till you calm down. I didn't know you had a fiance. I feel like I've lost track on real life with you there a bit. Congratulations on being engaged. Quiet down. Landon, no. Landon, we're bringing out the 5 minute penalty box for you, bud. There you go. Warm up some bacon grease while you're in there, Landon. All right. Caleb Williams steps out of bounds. Sacked himself. Yeah, that's huge news. Getting engaged. You guys have the date set and all that, little mama, or not yet? That was such a bad throw. It almost made it to the deeper receiver in that route. Oh, I switched sticked over to Drake London. I didn't mean to do that. Thought you told so many people, can't remember who you told. You might have. My memory isn't as sharp as I would like it to be. Windsor's in the house. What's up, Windsor? User 5606 20 56 17 588. How'd you come up with that username? Thanks for following. I don't usually read off the whole chain of letters, but and numbers, excuse me. But that one kind of cracked me up. Windsor, thanks for the heart me. You are now on the TikTok team yet again. We just need to knock that down. Letting her choose the date. I'm great, Windsor. Tomorrow will probably be a ball of nerves for Seahawks and Niners, but yeah, today's good. Glorious King LeBron is here. What's up, King? Bo to the Mets. No, really? Damn it. Corbin, welcome in. I guess Tucker signing maybe started the chain reaction a bit. Go Warriors. Yeah, nice game last night. Henny just texted you. Should be a great game. I hope it's a great game for Seattle, but we'll see. Darnold, I don't know how Darnold injured his oblique coming out of a bye week, but that's what he did. I wonder if it was the lack of throwing from the week prior. I'm going to ESPN. I don't see it breaking on ESPN, but they're usually behind. I'm looking for the Boba Fett news. Let's see. Big Scoot, Corbin, Ebner here, I think. Ebner. Thanks for following, guys. Bichette to the Mets. Yep, that's what I'm hearing. It's breaking in chat. Yep, there it is. It's Fox Sports verified account has it for anybody that wants to see. Who got next? Oh, Big Scoot, you just got to add me. It's Daniel Freaky Deaky 69 on Nintendo Switch 2, or you can stick around stream snipe, whatever you prefer. The other guy was supposed to play a minute ago, but I think he forgot. God is Lord, amen. That sounds like a very religious account. How's your day going, buddy? Yeah, I switched up the uniform slightly. 3 years, 126 million for Boba Fett. So Boba Fett gets a bag. Blue Jays get a little subtraction to the roster. Yeah, too bad Santos. He's always the guy that plays with a ton of energy, hair on fire guy for Santos, and I hope he's not out long. Will Richards been a really good second round pick. Thinking of Santos being a guy that took a little bit to develop and work his way through the G League. Richards been just like day one solid role player for us. The key thing I think for Golden State this year, if it's going to turn into a contention year, which at the moment it's not, is what can they get for Kaminga? And they'll probably have to package Buddy Hield and some other guys with them. Maybe have to package some draft picks and try to get somebody really quality in there with Steph, Jimmy, and Draymond. Man, Kaminga's been just such a pain in the butt for so long. I'm happy that it seems like it's going to be over with soon. Let's see, Batista, and welcome in Batista. Let's welcome in Bomber Clan and _60 as well. Super appreciate you guys following the stream. We're on the long road to 50,000 followers. And if you guys are on TikTok, it always helps the more you chat, share, like, all that stuff. Timer goes up when we get more follows. You've seen a 3-team trade, Warriors, Mavs, Bucks. Basically, we get Turner for Kaminga. Oh, I love that deal. Not really sure why everybody else would want to participate in it, but yeah, Turner would be great to be a stretch 5 for us. Horford is okay. Quentin Post is okay. But, they're not to the quality of Turner. Let's see, Bo did the Belly Tucker thing with the opt-outs, though. I'm surprised so many contracts are getting stacked that way. Batista, sure. You can stream snipe. I'm playing the playoff event if you guys want to jump in on the playoff event. Horford would go to Milwaukee in that deal. Yeah, it would make sense. Give Will Richard to the Thunder. But Warriors need that cheap contract, man. Warriors got too much money tied up in Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy. We need some affordable guys that can play some minutes. Landon, your stick's boring. So Landon, I tell you what, I'm gonna give you 2 strikes. Strike 3 is gonna be you're out of here. Landon did follow on his troll account. Vegeta Ultra Ego, how's it going, Vegeta? Thanks for jumping on the follow. Yeah, come on, Landon. Landon, you're starting to irritate the people in the other chats. This guy's throwing into some tight windows. Landon can't quit the stream though. I timed him out and he stuck around for 5 minutes talking to himself. I don't really like these early 2000s Seahawks uniforms, but I'm wearing them just to have something different looking after wearing the same stuff for so long. Shoot. So Bo Bichette is going to be with the Mets. Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers. Who's the biggest free agent name left in baseball now? I'm drawing a blank. Off top of my head. Here we go. Uh-oh. Landon made it over to the red stream. Landon, I can't handle you being in 2 places at the same time. You're getting timed out there for the day. We have to limit you to being a TikTok troll. All right, Josh Allen. He wanted it more. Cody Bellinger. Okay, so I for some reason I thought Cody had already landed somewhere. Go to the Super Bowl, says Zeep VR. All right, so Cody's the biggest name that's still out there. I'd be hesitant to give Bellinger a really long term deal, for the money he's going to demand. P. Alonso, of course, went to the Orioles. I feel like I'm missing a few other big moves that have happened here. All right, so I had the ball first. I'd like to score with like no time on the clock. Put the pressure on him in the next half. Been putting on ball carrier conservative. I know it limits some of the movement that you can get, with the analog stick, but guys have been fumbling too much on Madden for a while. Connor Mann says, I can't believe my Steelers are eliminated. Talking to a lot of Steelers and Raven fans before that play-in game that you guys had, a lot of them, Connor, thought whoever won was going to go out in the first round. I'm going to be surprised seeing somebody else on the sideline after seeing Tomlin there for so long. Oh, Kuzma to Dallas. See, I don't know if anybody's going to trade for Davis, so Anthony Davis almost looks like a negative asset. I know the expectation would be, well, get him healthy next year and continue next year, but it's just every year the guy breaks down, unfortunately. Don't know how they even made the playoffs as solo Phil. Aiden, welcome in. Thanks for following us today. Aiden, what's your favorite sport? Milwaukee trying to show Giannis they're still trying. Yeah, Milwaukee, I think, is going to regret trading away Giannis if they do this coming deadline. It's tough to get a true superstar like that. If there's anything they can do to make him happy, I think they should, exhaust that first. I love baseball. Tin, welcome in. I love baseball. There's definitely a lot of Warrior fans that think that we're going to land Giannis, but unless they want Jimmy Butler and draft picks, I don't see it happening. They could probably get a better package somewhere else. Crosby to the Bears this offseason. I don't know why the Raiders would want to do that. And we'll get AJ Barner, the Barnyard, gets into the end zone. New tight end. I got some new players from last stream. Got Charles Cross, I got Barner, and I got the Joey Galloway card for the Seattle theme. DJ, a first and a second, says I love baseball. Yeah, I don't know. The Bears are picking towards the back of the draft too, so the Raiders are getting a late first rounder and a late second. Yeah, I wouldn't be too anxious to do that if I was a Raider general manager, if I was Spytech or whatever his name is. Noah Mandel, what's up, Noah? Noah, you saw the news on Boba Fett today? I'm assuming. Yeah, bummer. I don't know if Toronto was in the mix to try to keep him. I know you guys were close, or at least in a negotiation with Kyle Tucker there for a while too. You hate the 49ers, you're a Bears fan. Hey, I can't stand those guys either. I dislike the Niners so much I was even rooting for the Packers to beat you guys the other day, so we could play the Packers and not play them. Kind of tough playing divisional rivals sometimes. Yeah, that was too easy. He got free from Diggs and way up the field. Beaver 6210. Welcome in, Beaver. Thanks for connecting with us today. Beaver, looks like you're playing baseball. What's your baseball position that you play the most when you're playing? Almost got it with the Taylor Mays. Brock Purdy, you like him. but it's not hard with the dream team, says I love baseball. I can't really say he's got the dream team this year. He did when he came onto the scene, but they've had boatload of injuries. They're in San Francisco, Santa Clara, really, but they still have the San Francisco name. Let's see, Beaver. He plays third base and he pitches as well. Right on, Beaver. Been more focused on the NHL and the Olympics than baseball for Noah Mandel. Yeah, when did the Olympic Games actually start? I know it's coming around here pretty soon. I guess I should know when the dates are kicking off. February 1st. That'll be fun to enjoy. Win this game for a Galaxy, says Landon. I don't know, Landon. Show me the Galaxy first, Landon. I don't think you have one. Faxol, welcome in, Fax. Let's see, you're going to Cooperstown this year. I would love to go to Cooperstown. I haven't been over there. The dressing room isn't built for hockey. If we tackle him in bounds, that's going to run the clock out. So that's all good. Mets finally got somebody. They did, Joey. They did for sure. You're an Eagles fan. You personally, you want the Hawks to win the Super Bowl. Bird Bros got to stick together. I like that facts. You don't have a 28 badge. I can't even see the badges, buddy. I'm streaming off my computer, so I don't know what badges you guys have. You don't have it in this stream. Do I face viewers? Sure. You can stream snipe me if you like, or at Daniel Freaky Deaky 69 on Nintendo Switch 2. But we're playing the beloved playoff event right now, so that's the place to stream snipe. Finn the King, thanks for following, Finn. Somehow I missed your follow when it first came through. The Winter Olympics can't catch your attention like the Summer Olympics does. That's a good question of the day. Maybe that'll be my question next stream. Do you prefer summer games or winter games? All right, Buddy's got 28 badges. It's like having 99 problems, but Danielle Freak ain't one. We'll see, though. We'll see if the Buddy badges up on a win here. Caleb with the train. How's it going, Caleb? Caleb, what's your favorite type of train? I I know I'm setting myself up for trouble here, guys, but sometimes we got an engagement bait. Clicked on the wrong defender. I clicked on the man coverage and I got cooked. Well, getting further away from that galaxy. Oh, Caleb's a Niner fan. Oh, Caleb, we got a one-way ticket for you on Amtrak. Straight to Bansville. Anyways, when you go to the substation and you hear the glurging sound, that's your mom giving me some bacon grease because that's her favorite thing. We will not be needing your services, Caleb. The posted rink. Dressing room. I thought about banning the term "bang bang Niner gang," but I haven't had any of those clowns in yet today. I'm sure they're coming. I thought, oh well, I'll just have fun roasting them and banning them. The worst thing I've ever seen, says Noah, so far. Oh, there's Austin. All right, Austin just asked for a ban. Dang it, Austin. You were enjoying the stream. Now you can't participate. Throws it into traffic, but he's gonna jump up and catch it there. Hey, what's up, Moser? Yeah, I'm glad you're there. Yeah, come on, Austin. Austin didn't even know what it means, he says, but it sounds catchy. Yeah, Austin's band. Austin City Limits. Landon, we're here to entertain. We're not here to lock in. He wants us into Galaxy, he says. Hope so, fact. Hope they're ready to play. Hopefully Darnold's able to throw a football tomorrow. All right, he's in to level it up. All right, Beaver, we won't be needing you and your services in here. Sorry, Beaver. You seem like a nice kid until you opened your mouth. Offensive player of the year in bias. I hope it's going to be Jackson Smith, but I feel like they'll give it to Puka Nacua because he's larger media market. As far as defensive player of the year, I don't know off the top of my head. I know TJ Watt was having a pretty good year till he had the lung injury. I'm not sure who has the best argument for defensive player of the year. Holy Friday, it's troll day. Yep. Kids are out of school early for some reason. Oh, rookie of the year. Shoot. Offensive rookie of the year. Man, I don't know. I don't know who I would give it to. Defensive rookie of the year, I like Emma Warry from Seattle. McMillan or Carson from the Browns says Brandon or Landon. Maybe. Should have been Warren, but he fell off a cliff. Yeah, Tyler Warren was having a good year for the Colts there for a while. Zeep says he's cooking. Where are you cooking, Zeep? You cooking in Madden or are you cooking IRL something to eat? He missed like 2 games, but he had a lot of impact when he was out there. I think Imawari at least has an argument. Let's see, Jeffrey Riley. How's it going, Jeffrey? Welcome to the stream, Jeffrey. NFL doesn't care about defense. Hey, what's up, Christina? How are you doing? How's nursing? How's the Big 26 New Year treating you? What's new with Christina? MT, welcome in. Thanks for following this here stream. We need all the followers. I'm chewing out the clock. Happy to try to walk this off on a field goal. Although I'd like to get a little closer than we are. And he went streaking in there. Fortunately for my opponent, we'll take it down to the 9. They'll use the timeout. Let's see. Gage, thank you as well for jumping in on the follows. A lot has happened. You're happy to put 25 behind you. Hope not, Solo. That's why we got on conservative ball carrier. Looks like he's decided to kind of wave the white flag, and it'll come down to the kick. Nothing comes easy. To quote the great Zaza Pachulia. Oh, no way. Another month of subpar streams and mid entertainment by an AARP card guy. Great, sign me up again. Truck, and I have a lot of gray in the beard. Was letting the beard grow out because it's cold here. It's California cold. I know it's not the same as you guys that live in real cold weather, but yeah, the beard's making me look old, trucking. Less than 5 years away from my AARP card. You're 1-0 on the day, but we'll get the win. All right, we're looking for the Landon Galaxy. He's 19-0 in his 2K career. Landon really said the Galaxy. Landon was this close to getting banned during the game. Landon, you went and redeemed yourself. Thanks for the Galaxy, Landon. Bruce, thanks for jumping in on the follow. Truckin is a subscriber for 39 months. We're going to write Truckin's name on the subscriber wall. And we're going to open this pack. Maybe Caleb Williams is in the pack. Or Drake May, or any of the good rookies from last year. Hawks are winning it all, says Facts. I hope so. I mean, they got to win Saturday. You know what I mean? First. Let's get Truckin on the wall, then we'll play our next game as we open our pack. This room gets so warm with the heater on. I got the heater on to get the chill out of the air this morning, and I think with the light set I have and the computer and all that stuff, I just start feeling like I'm cooking here. The wall of shame right at the top says Truckin. Is that the most feared pack? It could be. Win elliptical experience. I'm gonna be on it one of these days solo, and you're not gonna know how to act. Let's see. Hopefully, you're a Birds fan. You want the other Bird team to win, says Facts. All right, pack is open. Let's see what we got. First in the pack for our Packer fans, Jari Alexander, our rising star rookie from the Bills last year, Keon Coleman, and back of the pack. Do you consider him a top 10 quarterback? Chat. Dak Prescott. Dak gets a lot of hate. Does he get those cards? I would be more than happy to send him to Truckin. Truckin probably doesn't want me to have his address. Let's see. Dak's top 10 says Landon. Let's see. Jaden TW, how's it going, Jaden? Coffee time. How's it going, buddy? Great to see you in the stream. I'm assuming you already saw the Boba Fett news this morning. I found out about it once we got live. Top 10 no, top 15 for Dax is Truckin. Don't watch Cowgirl games unless they play the Colts. And I think from chatting with you, and I may be wrong, but I think you were kind of expecting Bo to leave. Well, that was a bad mistake. Thought that was open, tried to zap it in there, and yeah, toss it away. If you look at his stats, you can't look at the playoff losses, says Landon, for Dak Prescott. Love the way you think, Phil. Well, let's try blitzing down here. Giants going to have a new look. John Harbaugh going to be on the sidelines for the G-men. That receiver's wide open. Dart's wide open. He'll just run in. Hey, welcome back whenever you come back, Landon. Thanks again for the Galaxy. Let's see. Bruce and Chris, thanks to both of you for following this morning. How are you, fellas? Yeah, that throw didn't go at all where my eyes were looking. Well, sometimes it be that way. Jay should go for Bellinger, says coffee time. They should. Let's see. Hopefully we make it to the postseason next year, says Chris. Who's we, Chris? I missed something in the chat. I'm sorry, buddy. He's able to lay out and trip me. Hot take, the Giants make the playoffs next year, says Facts. Facts, you're saying that as an Eagles fan? I'm a little surprised. I don't know that they'll turn it around that quickly. I'm not a big fan of Jackson Dart, honestly. Right, Joey Galloway gets the reception. Dodgers have 1.1 billion in deferred money. Nuts. They got to get that straightened out whenever they do their lockout. Let's see. Jaw, welcome in. I saw one of the NBA guys was tied to a lady named Jaw Morant, the way that you spell your name. Not J-A, but J-A-W. I think it was Michael Porter Jr. Dart's good. He doesn't have Scatabo and Neighbors. Plus, they're getting Harbaugh. And I got strung out to the outside. This guy's coming after me here. Big matchup this weekend. Yeah, Seattle's going to need to be prepared. I know they're the favorite and home field and blah, 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 but divisional games are tough. I was hoping to avoid the Niners or the Rams in that first round. Didn't work out that way. I was trying to throw it to Barner, but his defense flying in. This game quickly turning on its head here. You're a Bears fan, but good luck. Maybe we'll play. How are you feeling about the Rams coming into town as a Bears fan? I think if I was a Bears fan, I'd feel like I was free rolling with that comeback against Green Bay, but it never really feels that way once the next game kicks off. Let's see. Touch Money Turbo says go blue. Rams are 8-1 in cold games. They're going to freeze there. That's a good stat. And even when Stafford was in the cold weather division of the NFC North, he played in the dome. 1-8. I think I reversed it. My brain registered it right, but I think I said it wrong. And it's got to be going back a few seasons because I don't think they played 9 cold weather games this year. Touch Money Turbo. I never say completely where I'm at. I just hint about where I'm at. Cameron Infield. How's it going, Cameron? I might be in Aruba right now. All right, we'll get to Jackson Dart. Maybe that'll turn us around. They're not ready for the Chicago weather. It's snowing there right now. Now, do you think the Bears are going to move to Indiana, Jaw, or no? Truckin, thanks for the bit bomb, bud. Yeah, hopefully you guys are playing out in some bad weather. I would love that as a neutral fan viewing the game. I'm going to care a whole lot less about that game, though, if Seattle's already out of the tournament. Seahawk fan there for money. Rams. You got the Bears beating the Rams. Seahawks versus the Bears in the NFC Championship game. Smart man was going to find me, says Touch Money Turbo. Well, if you're going to let me touch some money, it'd be okay if you found me. Let's see. You hope not. You're from Chicago. You lived there your whole life. Would you make the drive out to Gary, Indiana to watch the Bears if they moved to Gary? I'm guessing land is cheap in Gary. Touch more than money. Oh, I don't think I want to do that. That sounds like stranger danger, bud. Let's see. Who's my top 5 wide receivers in the NFL? Jackson Smith and Jigba is number 1 on my list. Probably JSN, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Puka Nakua, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. If he gets healthy, he could be back in the top 5. Just off the top of my head without looking at stats or anything. You guys can tell me how wrong the list is or who I forgot. See, you'll become a Seahawks fan. You love green. I need to lock in. Solo told me to lock in here. Guys running double mug blitz. And we'll throw for the first down. I thought the additions I picked up yesterday would be a little better in the run game, but you guys have been pretty good against the run against me so far. Having to go to the short pass game for a bit. At least try to. Thought that was Randy Moss coming through there defensively. I know there's one of those Moss defensive cards that's pretty solid. So those of you that play MLB The Show, do you plan to pre-order it this year? And that's the guy's play from him with Hendricks. I thought I was good to go. Almost got him in the celebration. He would have probably fumbled. MK4, how's it going, MK? Just looked it up. Indiana is pushing a bill to pay for the Bears Stadium. And Arlington Heights are asking lawmakers to act on the bill quickly. Kai, thanks for jumping in and following Kai. How good is Indiana at getting stuff done quickly solo? As far as like legislation and stuff. That's one thing that Vegas and the Nevada area touted themselves on when the A's were starting their possible move there. It's like we'll get it built quick for you type of deal. Little Peep and FW 7-3 welcome in. Guys, I'm gonna go onside. If this guy makes it 17 or higher, we're just gonna concede and get to our next game. Like let's try to get to the resolution is what I'm going for. Kyle, welcome in. Thanks for following. Why would he not play for the field goal? I don't know. How was that not a pick? I thought I was in decent shape for the pick, honestly. It would have been last play of the half, so it would have had to return at 100 plus yards for it to have mattered. But yeah, I thought we were going to intercept that one. Surf, my day's going good. How are you, Surf? If it involves money for them, it'll be done before lunch as solo. Yeah, that's what gets politicians moving, right? Cutting the backdoor deals and getting paid. Gates just chewing out the clock. I don't blame him. I would if I was in the same situation. I tried to run commit up the middle. Didn't seem like we got the animation on it. So there goes some more time. Probably not going to get MLB to start the year, says Noah. I don't blame you, Noah. I think if they were doing something amazing, they would already be telling us about it. Don't know where this stands on their desk, so you don't know how fast it'll go. You would love the new Bears Stadium if it is cheaper to attend games because the current stadium is expensive. I'd have to assume, and I'm assuming Kyle, if they build a new stadium, prices are going to increase and sell at a higher premium. Bacon grease is ready, says G1. G1 knows. He's only running it because he's up 11 in his short quarters, so he can effectively keep the ball away and win the game here. Hopefully we can get an interception and make it interesting, but not looking that way at the moment. His receivers ran into each other, so he's got it there. New stadium, never going to have lower prices. Got to pay the bills, says Coffee Time. Yes, for sure. Coffee Time, are you playing much NHL this year, or has it not been that good for you? Well, that stops the clock, but yeah, if he punches in the touchdown, I'll quit out. Indiana has been waiting to build another stadium for a sports team. Maybe this is it. Done with the game's horrible stage, says Coffee Time. Too many line combos for Hut, says Noah. Yeah, I didn't use her particularly well, so there we go. GG. I'm trying to pause and wave the white flag on that one. Had a couple good games in a row. That game just completely went sideways. I threw a pick six to start. Need to come out running the ball. So Indiana wants more professional teams out their way. How's the feeling amongst fans that you talk to, or just people in general for that Hoosiers championship game on Monday? Does it seem like the whole community's kind of pumped up solo? You've seen a lot of like Hoosier memorabilia out and about. Um, when you're driving around, that sort of thing, or is it not maybe the whole state being invested, considering there's Notre Dame fans and Purdue fans and whatnot around there too? Hey, what's up, Chaotic? Cam, thanks for being there. Thanks for the heart me, Cam. Ninja, thanks for following. Cam, thanks for the rose. Go Miami, says Chaotic. You'd rather this for the Bears than for a soccer stadium for downtown Indy, says Chaotic. There's too much hitting the post. Bears fandom down there is insane. Didn't even touch Hut this year. EA's not getting Coffee Time's money. Bruh, thanks for the chili. IU, Purdue, Indiana all hate each other, so it's tough. So there's definitely going to be some folks in Indiana happy when the Hoosiers lose, if that was to happen. I'm new here. Thanks for 20. I'm new here's Cam. I thought Cam was one of the vets, but he's still feeling fresh here. Cam, thanks for the money gun. Wow. Cam's increasing the length of the stream. Yeah, let's kneel down and start at the 35. Cam, thanks for the game controller. Cam is hype training us over there on TikTok chat. So I would like to run in this 3-1 personnel, the single back with the 3 tight ends. I feel like these run plays are all kind of trash, except for the stretch. So I don't know. I will try to run the offense out of this personnel, at least on the opening drive. Cam, thanks for the TGIF, 78 of them. And bruh, thank you for the 15 finger hearts. EGC and Donald Jr., welcome to the stream, fellas. Thanks for following. So the stretch run gets us 3. Can you play against me? Little Peep, did you follow the stream? It's going great, Cam. Thanks for all the generosity and hype train here. Tanner says I have to play, so I've been telling him to stream snipe me or to add Danielle Freaky Deaky 69 on Nintendo Switch too. But they can stream snipe on the matchmaking if they want to stick around and do that for the playoff events. How's it going after couch? Skyballer, what's up, fellas? Let's see. There's no guarantee of getting a team, but we have to build a stadium to even try. That's ridiculous. Yes, that sounds like a bad idea for the taxpayers. Good usering from him. I think I tipped that play too much with my scramble. Yeah, exactly, Cam. I'm not going to go adding everybody in all actuality. Let's see, you're getting to Colorado in an hour, or got to Colorado an hour ago. So you guys are hanging out. The collaboration this weekend, Skyballer and F Your Couch. Get the indie fuel, says Truckin'. You guys are in the man cave. So what's the plans? Just watching football, eating snacks, playing Madden, streaming together, or are you guys gonna go hit the town or anything? Skyballer and F Your Couch. Hey, Kobe's there. We got all the regulars coming in on TikTok now. Welcome in, Kobe. Thanks for the pin message. I never set that play up. Oh, that was a wicked hit stick. Guy was trying to give himself up, and we blasted a little CT into poor Andrews there. Mason, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following, Mason. We like everybody to follow. You guys have the Indiana fever too. Caitlin Clark, arguably the most recognizable Indiana sports athlete. All right, hopefully no nip slips here, guys. I'm going to take off the shirt. Take off the sweatshirt. There we go. Okay, let's see. Be sure to follow, share. Working on 41K. We are getting too hot with the heater on. Mrs. Donnie doesn't like the chill in the air when we get started. I'm all messed up. Called the wrong play. Got in the wrong camera view. Let's see. DC, welcome in. Seahawks shirt off for another Seahawks shirt. Hey, I had to sell the look on being a Seahawk fan this weekend more than any other weekend. Yeah, so let's play in that camera. That'll be great. You thought the Seahawks color was blue. Rocky, they wear different colors, and the color schemes changed slightly over the years. Let's see. Get head topped. What's going on, bud? You should definitely follow in. Kobe, thank you for the heart me. Let me shout out these young guys here. Skyballer and F Your Couch. They're both so good at Madden. They come over here for some comic relief to watch me chop it up on the game. Am I a Seahawks fan or no? No, Rocky, I'm not a Seahawks fan. I'm just bandwagoning for the playoff run. The following week I'll be a 49er fan, and the week after that I'll be a I don't know, Bronco fan. Yeah, definitely a 49er fan. Yeah, that's why we have all the 49er merch in here. Oh, Vic on the quarterback keeper. Or is that Cunningham? I don't know. I think it's Cunningham. Thought the score was 4-4-4. Yeah, it's just his username. I'm sorry. Now I understand why you're a bit confused coming in. 48 Noah, welcome in. No, Solo Phil. I don't need a clip of that getting sent back to me. Movement, how's it going? Okay, the field goal's good. What's the best snacks for game time, says Kyle? Well, that's a great question, Kyle. I don't usually eat a lot during the games, particularly if I'm like really into it. Like my adrenaline goes up a bit as a fan. But if it's just sort of a casual viewing, I might pop a bag of popcorn and enjoy that in the first quarter or two. I want to play each other. I don't think you follow the stream, so you have to be a follower to jump in. That edit would go hard, says Solo. How's my day going so far? So far, so good. Yeah, how about yourself, movement? All right, to play, we're recommending stream sniping. If you don't want to stream snipe, you can add Daniel Freaky Deaky 69 on Nintendo Switch 2. But I'm playing the playoff event if you want to jump in there. Haven't talked to me since last year when I played MLB. Well, no, why'd you unfollow? No wonder you haven't talked to me. You're not following the stream. It's tough to talk to the streamer when you don't watch the content. I got to get Metcalf out of that route. Needed to be Jerry Rice on the double mountain pass thing. DK doesn't know how to throw the ball well. Truckin's got the fresh balls. Hey, if you guys aren't using my creator code DFR15 for Manscaped, use DFR15 for Manscaped. I'll give you 15% off and free international shipping. Thanks, Truckin, for the easy plug. You got banned and couldn't find me. No, that is tough. Well, welcome back to the streams. Are you buying MLB The Show this year, Noah? Why in the world did buyers stop? Thought I was lobbing that to the end zone. All right, so Noah's going to go ahead and support SDS again this year. Alexander, welcome in. How's your day going, Alexander? What's the best way to get coins and good players if you just started playing Madden 26? My recommendation would be go do all the challenges. They're boring, so give yourself some time to work through them. Do the more recent challenges first. So do the playoff stuff, work down to the zero chill, then do the Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah, open the wallet is the real answer, but if you're not going to spend money, I would go do challenges. It's going to help you progress through the levels, give you packs and coins and all that stuff. You have every newest sports game for Noah. Noah, what in the world? Every newest sports game? Noah's loaded. Hey, what's up, Moda? Good to have you back in the stream. How you been, buddy? Moda's always a great chatter. We are multi-streaming, so I'm chatting with everybody everywhere. Red, purple, and TikTok streams. Yeah, sniping cards can be good. I feel like sniping has been nerfed some over the years. Plus, I hear horror stories of people using the auction house too much and getting banned. So I don't usually recommend it. But I know there's creators that's like their whole shtick is just being the stoinks guys. Cam subscribed for 11 months. Tier 1. Thank you, Cam. Let's get Cam on the sub ball and open a pack for him. Cam was hyping up the TikTok chat. Now he's hyping up the purple one. Thank you, Cam. Pack coming here at halftime, or excuse me, after the game. Yeah, how about those Dodgers? It's nice that small market teams can afford some superstars, right? You're a Niners fan. Well, hopefully not after this weekend. You won't be, but we'll see. I'm not happy to draw you guys, that's for sure. Let's see. You got 3 games on the console for Noah currently. You feel confident in the Seahawks Saturday? At your couch, I'm glad you guys do. Sometimes it's hard to have too much confidence when you're on the rooting emotional part of it. Yeah. These guys all know to throw at Drake London, it seems like, if I get into man coverage. We need a nice, affordable Reek Woolen or Witherspoon card to plug in there. Something that doesn't cost over 1,000,000 coins. Who do I have winning the college championship? I think the Hoosiers are going to win it, Moda, but I don't know. I mean, Miami's found a way to keep after it, too. Hype train incoming. Thanks, guys, for hyping us up. That Hoosier team is just like dominant now for a couple years, and this year it's lining up even more so for them. I got to get some points and get them quick. Miami has to do everything right to win, says Oscampo fan. Nick, thank you for following. Kobe, thank you for the rose as well in the stream. There we get Johnson up there, up the seam. Cam thinks it's going to be Hoosiers by 2 scores. We ban all Dodger fans here. Now go away, or way to go, Tucker. Thanks for the 2027 lockout. Yeah, it feels like the lockout's inevitable. I hope it messes up the A's building their stadium in Vegas. Last lockout went really well for baseball. It took McGuire and Sammy being performance enhancing to the gills to bring some fans back. Good day, Air. Welcome in. I don't think people care about home run chase in this day and age so much either, if they're going to start turning a blind eye again. Let's see. Who do I think will have a good chance to go to the Super Bowl? It's hard to tell, but in my opinion, little movement. I don't believe in jinxes or any of that stuff, but as a fan, I'm going to just pick the Seahawks until the Seahawks are out of there. Anything else would be blasphemy from me. If I, say, well, I think the Rams are going to outsmart us, and yeah, sure enough, that'll happen. Let's see. Chaotic Monkey. He's in the purple chat. He says IU men's basketball is the last undefeated team to win the championship. Their football team could join them, but again, go Miami, says Chaotic Monkey. Noah Mandel says during the World Series, you didn't talk to your cousins that are Dodger fans. Aiden says he does the same. Disown him. Noah says trucking. Didn't Michigan go undefeated 3 years ago, says Cam. I got to score twice. I guess getting the field goal here is good. Like I'm gonna have to get it out of the way eventually. 2 touchdowns would have been better, but let's see if we can get the ball back. Sawyer, no, no, none of that sounds good. Sawyer, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna ban you for self promoting. So there you go, Sawyer. Sawyer, go warm up some bacon grease. You'll see me in the morning when you go in to say hi to your mom. So yeah, we don't need you promoting in here. Let's see. Love the hate means we're doing something right, says Cam. Yeah, you guys are spending more money than everybody else, Cam. It's not really as enjoyable for the rest of the baseball world as it may be for you guys that like the Dodgers. Because I'll tell you what it feels like, and the other guys can weigh in and tell me their opinion on this. It feels like the World Series is already a lock that you guys are going to win. And I know you were inches from losing it to the Blue Jays, and it was a great play from Podges and blah blah blah. But you won it the year before. This team's arguably better than it was 2 years ago when you won it, and last year now. So it's like, why are we even playing? The A's have a fun, upstart young team, bunch of young players under control. Maybe they could sneak into a wild card or something. And it's like, what's it going to matter? We're not going to go and have a celebration in Sacramento while they're there, because we can't spin and compete with that. So I think that's why like a lot of fans are negative towards it. I don't think it's so much like, wow, your team is having a renaissance or a dynasty, and we're just jealous. Like maybe Chiefs haters have been doing in the NFL discussions. The Chiefs at least have to go through, some level of salary cap. However, if I was a Dodger fan, I wouldn't care. I just would enjoy it, the ride along the way. But yeah, baseball's got to get their stuff under control. Let's see. You need the Dodgers to be good as Michigan State and Browns fan. Cam's like, this is my one thing I can enjoy. Is Darnold really have a concern with the oblique injury? The Seahawks are playing it down. Darnold played it down. I don't know. He didn't let me go rub on his tummy to check Skyballer, so I mean I'm concerned, but we'll see. This one's dedicated to Cam. But I saw a doctor downplaying it, said it's a pretty minor thing. If they need to, they would give him a topical anesthetic or cortisone shot. So I guess we'll see when he gets out there if he can throw the ball down the field correctly. If not, here comes Drew Lock and bye bye season. First in the pack is Alex Highsmith, rookie star or excuse me, rising star. Javion Sanders. This pack is dedicated to Cam. We'll get Cam on the sub wall. Boy, I'm playing badly. Last couple games. I need to lock in and win some games for us. Andre Triplet is there as well. Oh, I think he's gonna play. I think it's a foregone conclusion he's going to play. I think the thing is he going to be effective? If he's out there throwing some restricted movement deal, I mean, yeah, you got to be licking your chops if you're San Francisco. It's lock with no E. I'm going to tell you should know because you're a Bronco fan, but I told Solo Phil. I got to put some respect on Drew Lock's name, but it's Lock. Not that it's a big deal, Skyballer, but I'm going to be a spelling nit for Drew Lock because this could be Drew Lock in the spotlight suddenly. Yeah, I always open a pack for you guys until I run out of packs. I still got like 4 boxes of those packs over here. Trade you guys to Sean Watson. Only need 2 first. I don't want Watson. Maybe Dylan Gabriel would be okay. Do I think Loveland is a top 5 tight end at the end of next season? I have no idea, Kyle. Probably not off top of my head, but I don't know much about Loveland. We have a 3rd round rookie though. We have a Milrow on our team. You don't want Watson. I don't think anybody wants him. I'll ask you what I asked Josh the other day. Would you be happy to trade Deshaun Watson if it meant you were taking back Tua or Kyler Murray? Because those are some bad contracts that are out there right now too. You would say yes. Okay, just get rid of Deshaun. Yeah, I'm curious how Moreau's gonna go throughout his career. I really thought we should have took another interior offensive lineman with that draft choice, but if Milroe ends up being a really good quarterback, 3-4 years down the road, then yeah, we got a Jim in the 3rd round. He looks lost the few plays that he played, but they just ran him in for gimmick plays. You wish he had stayed at Alabama. No offense to Zayden. Hope he gets to sit back and learn and then get his shots as Cam. Yeah, he's definitely getting to process everything for a while behind Arnold and the veteran Locke. But I thought it was just one of those like general manager getting cute picks when we made it. All right, Taylor Mays has encroached. Cam, Colts will send you guys AR-15. You have to keep the resistance bands away from him during the workout. We don't want anything in return. Yes, the Browns need more quarterbacks in the quarterback room. Definitely the prototype the NFL wants. Needs to work on the arm talent. I've heard he processes the game slowly for Milrow. Kyler has to be a bust at this point, but he got that money, never showed up. He's been sub 500. Yeah, Kyler's career is pretty interesting. First round draft choice by the Oakland Athletics when they were still in Oakland. Chose to pursue the collegiate career, won the Heisman there with the Sooners. Had some really good moments as a quarterback. You know, you can see the talent there for Kyler, but I don't know that he's ever had tremendous work ethic. Seems like that's always been kind of the knock on him, the rumors around him that he, Call of Duty gets an update and then Kyler's not focused for that week's game, which is probably exaggerated, but I mean that's what fans say. Go help him pack the bags. Don't want him to risk getting tired. All right, Walker gets us a first and goal from the 5. Tomorrow, I probably won't get to stream in the morning, but I will be on for some sports stuff. May overlap the Seahawk game. If anybody's coming in talking to me about the Seahawk game while I'm live, I may time you guys out. That'll be on the red platform, especially if it's not looking good for Seattle. Could be an F around, find out situation. Let's see. Honestly, you hope Cleveland picks Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson at the 6th spot. Then we move back up to take a protect or Proctor from Alabama, says Cam. Ooh. Mays just breathing on Walker, and down he goes. Ella says, "Go Hawks." I hope they're ready to go in whatever it is, 37 hours or however long it is till the game. Come on, Galloway. Didn't spend all the coins for you to drop that. Loved watching Joey Galloway back in his prime. Get Sanders weapons so we can see what he actually has. Trade Dillon to Miami, says Cam. And we'll get Walker on the Texas route for the touchdown. So there we go. Standing on our head. Cal Worthington deal. We'll stand on your head or stand on our heads to make you a deal. No, nobody's old enough to know who Cal Worthington was. I guess he might still be alive. I hope he's still alive. Car salesman back in the old days when I was growing up. Let's see. You like to think that every 10 years we show up for one. If we win a Super Bowl or not depends. Supposedly it intermeshes with whenever the Pope changes. The Seahawks go to the Super Bowl, so we'll see. We'll see. Cam says also pay Harold Fannin whatever he wants to say in Cleveland forever. Yeah, Fannin was great down the stretch for you guys. I think I played him in my fantasy championship game. I think he left the game, but he got a touchdown prior to getting hurt. Let's see. Here's Allen trying to level up the game against me. Could get rid of Njoku, which would hurt, but to free up the cap situation. What a great read. And there goes Kincaid. I don't think he should have took himself down there. Like, I know he doesn't want to give me the ball back, but I think that's threading the needle a little too much. We'll see if we can make him pay. And there goes Kincaid. So, yeah, we made him pay nothing, but we'll use our timeout there. Let's see, and he still had like 12 before he went out, says Cam. Yep. Yeah, my tight end situation was bad the whole year. I had Ferguson and Hawkinson, but it was really hard to know which one of those two guys to play, and neither one was consistent. So Fannin was projecting pretty well there towards the end, so I grabbed him and popped him in there. All right, so he ran some clock, didn't have any issues moving the ball against me, but we still have 2 timeouts in 49 seconds. Games are blurring together. I don't know. I think I had the ball first in this half. Seahawks and Dolphins. I think our last AFC playoff game was against Miami. Seahawks were up late, and Dan Marino led a great 2-minute drive to end the Seahawks season in the Kingdome. I believe that was Cortez Kennedy's final game. Let's say it was like 99, 2000, somewhere in there. It was after Holmgren had took over. Maybe in Holmgren's first year in Seattle. Look at Barner running through the Dolphins. All right, TikTok buddies, you control the timer over my shoulder. Please be sure to follow, share, and like if you haven't. We would like everybody to join the stream. I did pretty well to switch up to the next route as my eyes were progressing. Seemed like you knew what I was running there. I did run it back-to-back plays, but I had flipped it over to run right to left on my screen. And I get taken down and down, so nothing good. We didn't get the conversion of the first down and didn't get out of bounds. I was thinking I could juke stick my way up the sideline, but not to be. Yeah, he did a good job to drop back. I saw it, but I still thought I could fit it in. This is going the wrong way for me. Hurry up, Chad Johnson. He's not going to get him. Greg, it's going good other than throwing the pick. Greg, thanks for the heart me and the go popular. You had Kincaid, then you picked up Britton Stage from the Jaguars halfway through. Or Strange. How did Strange do for you? In my mind, I thought that Jacksonville team was going to be pretty bad, and then they started streaking off a lot of wins, but I didn't watch them much in the second half of the season. They don't show their games a lot out here out west. I wasn't going to bother to find a stream for Jacksonville or something. See, he was really good. Had 7 weeks or several weeks where he was top 5 tight end production. I guess I didn't listen closely. I guess they said Romo was terrible during that Jacksonville Buffalo game, and there's talk of demoting Romo from being the lead color guy for CBS now. Don't know if that'll really happen, but at least that's what I was reading. D, thanks for jumping in and following. How are you, D? Yeah, see if we can get a shot to the end zone here. Try to run something different that I haven't shown too much. Field goal from 45 yards? No. You got to add 17 to it. I don't think Myers can hit it from there. Instead, we're going to fumble. He's going to get a touchdown the other way solo. I guess the field goal probably would have been better in hindsight. But, yeah, I don't think he can hit it from that far. I know, like Cam Little's hitting some crazy kicks, but yeah, I don't think Myers can. All right, this has not been the games we wanted. Let's try to regroup and be better. Never been a big Romo guy. You think he talks too slow, says Cam. I didn't like Romo when he first got in the booth and he was doing all his predicting the play stuff. I had read, who knows if it's true, that they were using the parabolic mics on the sideline and he was getting the feed in, and all his magic of knowing what was coming was just hearing what was going on from the coaching staffs and stuff. Greg, holy cow. Thank you for all the hearts, Greg. Greg blowing up the TikTok chat. Thank you for the hand hearts and the hearts. Starting to feel like Valentine's Day with the hearts in here. I have a little inflatable bear that says I love you, and I set him up when I took down the Christmas decorations a couple days ago. Left out some of the Christmas lights around him so he kind of glows in the night. Thanks for the hat and mustache and the donuts as well, Greg. If so, that's so scummy, says Cam. Greg, thank you for the roses as well. Can you play me, Drake? You didn't even follow the stream. Come on, Drake. Gotta lock in, Drake. All right, let's get our daily coin pack and all these packs open. Maybe I'll get some pack luck and I can get good. All right, Drake, you can stream site me. Get ready. I'm gonna go to events there in the playoffs. Wouldn't put him past him though. Seems like that type of guy, unfortunately, says Cam. I've had a little bit of luck with these fantasy packs. I think getting more shots at instead of the one off. The gallery is all done. Greg, thanks for lighting up the gallery, man. Thank you for the perfume and the friendship necklace as well. I think Greg has the highest level in the TikTok chat. Somebody was talking about levels earlier. I think he's got our highest level. So we got Seahawks and Broncos so far out of this pack. I'm letting the animations go just for the fun of it. Drake, you can stream snipe if you want. My username's too long. People have trouble adding it. So take Dobbins, Sundell, and Witherspoon there. Now in the better round, supposedly, let's see how we go. That would put that would me top level. Hold on. I think I'm reading that wrong, Truckin. See, Greg's level 30. Second level is level 25. All right, so nothing too great out of there, but we'll take the fodder and turn those into coins. All right, so I should sell these. Bear with me, guys. Need a reset and play better for us. Truckin', hey, thanks for the roses, Truckin'. Truckin' made it over from the purple side. All right, so those are all done, and then we get the random strategy and some more victory vouchers. Look at this one. I've never seen it, says Greg. Drake Turner, you can play if you stream snipe. Whoa, Greg, thanks for the space cat. I've never saw that one either. It saves it for me on the VOD, like the cool clips that happen. So I'll go back through and see the animation after stream. I only see it come across chat, and it's like a static image, but I know they do cool stuff when you guys cheer those in the lives. So yeah, it took too many L's. I need to get a road to the Super Bowl. We need the victory vouchers. But yeah, thanks for pumping up the timer, Greg, Cam, all of you guys. Can you play me? Yes, we've answered you like 20 times, bud. Do you guys think Drake is real, or do you guys think Drake is some type of chat bot thing? Drake, what are we doing? You're asking me the same thing 100 times. We've answered you, Drake. Zeep VR, he's here now. Welcome back, Zeep. Good to have you hanging out with us. See, no way he's real. Yeah, Drake doesn't make any sense. All right, Wagner booting away. Seahawks Raiders matchup here. Those of you that are into college football, who should the Raiders take first overall? Is Mendoza going to be a Raider, or will they do something else? Truckin', thanks for the go popular. Mendoza says Skyballer. Brady is taking Mendoza, says after couch. Now, Skyballer, you're not a Mendoza fan, though, correct? I think you were saying he had quite a bit of flaws for the next level. If he's not banned, the whole organization, says Cam. He's able to break the tackle, sidestep us. That was good usering. After couch, thanks for the bits. And so he's got Caleb Williams at quarterback. I started charging after him. That receiver was way on cover, though. After what you saw last week against Alabama, you know he's legit now, says Skyballer. I like that, Skyballer. You're willing to change your opinion in the face of different information. I'll never change my opinion on Brock Purdy because Niner fans drove me nuts when he burst onto the scene. Brock Purdy was a combination of Joe Montana and Tom Brady immediately after like 2 wins in my chat. So definitely a truther and a hater for Brock. Nothing personal. I'm sure he's a nice, young man, all that. Apparently, Brock and Darnold are pretty good friends too from Darnold's time with San Francisco a couple years back. Hey, user correctly for a change. Mendoza is the most NFL ready quarterback we've seen since Drake May and Bo Nix, to be honest, says Cam. All right, I'm trying to get into the next game. Let's see, Josh Allen's a fair comp, and you hate giving rookies pro comps this early, says Cam. Skyballer says, was always willing to change if you see something different with your eyes over and over. You went back, watched his last game. He's as good as it gets. Only flaw, he's a little stiff as an athlete with his throwing motion, says Skyballer regarding Mendoza of the Hoosiers. Skyballer, thank you for the bits. He has a big frame. He can sling it. He can move as needed, says Cam regarding Mendoza. Imagine the payday his brother's going to get if he goes number 1 overall. His brother recruited him to IU. You think he's owed a lot of money? Living the dream, man. I don't know if he's an older brother or younger brother. I'm gonna assume older brother, but yeah, older brother probably picked on him his whole life, and noticed he was becoming a good athlete, got him over there. Now he's gonna get paid too. You like to think of these guys taking care of their whole family, but you never know with the family situations. Unfortunately, some family members are pretty much parasites where they just start sucking money away from their son, nephew, brother, cousin, whoever makes it big. From the looks of it, Mendoza family is well off. You believe, says Cam, but he'll take care of him. His brother's backup quarterback at IU too, so he recruited him himself out of a possible starting job. That's freaking perfect, dude. Not having to get your body beat up, let your brother be the star, get paid off of the whole deal. I didn't know anything about the story. Chaotic. That's pretty cool. Let's see. The real 600. Thanks for following. Gave him a free ring. You take it for sure, says Cam. You guys think Carson Beck will be a decent NFL quarterback? I feel like he'll be like a mid-round pick, but I don't watch college football like that either. Like maybe he'll go earlier than I expect, or maybe he'll be terrible. Cam doesn't think much of Carson for the next level. Since we're talking Mendoza, the other quarterback in this mix. And he's made a lot of NIL money. Speaking of NIL money, at least that's my understanding with Beck. Yeah, so we got Walker, and he is going to break it for 57 yards and the touchdown. Hey, where did that guy go to school again, Cam? No, I know he's the Michigan State guy. You think he is the same as Gabriel? Maybe worse, to be honest. Could be wrong though. Fourth rounder and a clipboard maybe for Carson Beck. Let's see. Keegan, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Wake Forest. One thing with these short game modes is like sometimes you get a touchdown early or an interception, the guy quits out. You don't really get that great feeling of winning the game and running up the score on your opponents, which is fine. Like, let's get to the result. But then you play those tougher games and those, sweatier guys, and kind of slowly take a beating and get a few of those back to back, and you feel like you put a lot of time into some losses, but you don't get to rack up the stats on the wins. At least I feel that way. Maybe that's from playing the game too much of late. You'll still let Wake Forest fans claim him, though. He was a rental for you guys. Yeah, I could see that route uncovering. Luckily for me, he misses the throw. I meant to click on to Cam Newton, so that didn't quite work out. That was smooth across the field. If you guys are watching on TikTok, you control the timer. Please be sure to follow, share, and like if you haven't. Following's free. I don't have any particular good coin methods, unfortunately. I usually try to encourage you guys to do all your challenges and solo work, which I know that stuff gets boring. Um, Besides spending money, the best thing's probably work in the auction house. But I don't know of any good sniping filters or sets that are going to come out on top for you or any of that stuff. Yeah, sorry. I know there's definitely streamers that are completely dedicated to taking advantage of the market and all that stuff, but I rather just play the game. I don't want to do 2 hours or 3 hours every day of stock market simulator in these games. If I'm going to do that, I may as well jump on Wall Street, Reddit, and try to make some real life money. Speaking of making real life money, boys, silver and gold prices are through the roof right now. Donovan, welcome in. How are you, Donovan? Thank you for connecting with us. Start using my timeouts after this play. Oh, he's wide open to the flat. Put a man on him, but I think he got jammed up in the animations. Ran into the teammates. Donovan, who's on your profile picture? Is that Drake May? I can't tell for sure. It's really zoomed out on my screen. Is there a way you can play me? You have to follow to be able to play. If you follow, then you get the directions. You are a follower? All right. I've been encouraging people to stream snipe if they want to stream snipe in this playoff event. So next time we go to the matchmaking menu, you could jump in. If somebody comes in and they're rude, I usually tell them a bogus Nintendo Switch 2 gamer tag. But yeah, if you're a follower, yeah, stick around with us. What is your profile picture? That looks like an otter eating a clam or something on its back, but I can't tell for sure. I said profile picture in your display name. What emoji is that? Oh, J Dub. Yeah, it has been a while. How are you, J Dub? All right, let's take it to the 35. Truckin', thanks for the donuts. 2 donuts coming in from Truckin'. I gotta ask everybody, although I've asked Truckin's heard this question a million times, but what's everyone's favorite donut? Whenever the donut one pops in, I usually ask you guys that. I like the maple bar the most, as far as different donut varieties. It's a beaver or an otter. Yeah, it looks like an otter to me, but maybe I'm wrong. Very busy holidays. How are mine? Yeah, similar. Pretty busy, but very enjoyable. And looking forward to Dr. King Day. My wife's birthday's coming up soon, so we're gonna have some fun around here as well. But Walker's getting some good holes to run through against this defensive scheme that he's in. Give some credit to my linemen and stuff as well. Strawberry donut for the Otter Buddy. I can't say I've had strawberry flavor. I'm not usually a big strawberry taste guy, but might be good on a donut. Yeah, that's got to be hard on your neck to stand on your head on the helmet like that. But yeah, Kenneth Walker, no problem. He'll do it. Truckin, thank you for the perfume and for the 40 diamonds, I think is the proper TikTok term. Baden Baker, what's up, Baden? How you been? Good to have you in the stream. What's everybody doing for their weekend? I know I'm going to be watching football Saturday night for sure. Streaming a little bit. I think Sunday I don't have as much plans. Quinn, welcome in. Thank you for joining our community, Quinn. The lights are flashing for you. Also, the timer goes up when you guys follow, like Quinn just did. You guys love these outbreaking routes. I need to get in a different scheme here. A little too easy on the pitch and catch for this guy right now. I don't know that that's necessarily the right thing to do. Right, so the Otter doesn't have a lot of weekend plans, at least not yet. Do you prefer sea otters or river otters? Seen a lot of sea otters over at the Monterey Bay Aquarium over the years. Super cute. I guess they don't like to be held and cuddled. They wouldn't make a good pet, apparently. Is what they told us. Right, Buddy in chat, he's a river otter guy. So you watching football with the brothers Forbadden? Who do I have? Patriots or Texans? I think the Patriots are going to win that game. I know some people think Houston's a nice dark horse candidate to go win it all with their defense being so good, but I think it's tough when you get on the road and have to win all those road games. I know they did it to the Steelers the other day, but like New England's playing at a higher level than Pittsburgh was. I hope Seattle wins it all. I'm a fan, so don't really have any predictions besides that for the time being. Let's see. Mr. Hutt, I think it is. Welcome to our stream. Thanks for jumping in. Chaotic Monkey says, as a Colts fan, he can't pick a winner between that Patriots and Texans game. He wants them both to lose. And we will get the interception. Probably should have tried to return it, but yeah, I was clicking the buttons too fast and stepped out. You want the Texans to win, but you're a Fins fan. Truckin, thanks for the 7 roses as well. See if that seam route gets open to Chad Johnson. If not, just live to play the next half. All right, yeah, that's fine. Actually, I've had some big runs. Let's see if we can run through his defense here for 91 yards. It's taking a long time to come up with this defense. Purple at poor TikTok Rich is trucking. Trucking, we're always happy to have you hang out with us. Rich, poor, however you're feeling. Thanks for hanging out, trucking. Oh, I thought we were going to jailbreak that to the house. Thought I got away with one. So Walker signaling first down. Come on, Kenneth. Standing on his head too much in the end zone has got him woozy here. Colby, welcome in. Thanks for jumping into the community with us, Colby. Is that Johnny Bravo on the profile picture, Colby? Am I ready? I'm as ready as I'm going to be. I mean, I'm not Sam Darnold. They're not going to give me a cortisone shot in my oblique to get me going for the game. We'll see what happens. I mean, I like Seattle's chances, but the Niners know us well, and Shanahan's coaching out of his mind, so it's not never comes easy. Go Seahawks, go, says Christopher. So some Niner fans anonymously have been quoted as saying they don't like playing next to the substation and they're concerned about I don't know, the negative energy and whatever else is happening around there, and they think that's why they're getting hurt. Yeah, I just answered the other guy, Austin. I mean, I think I'm as ready as I will be for it, and not particularly thinking about it a whole lot today. Tomorrow I will be though. Come 5 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be hoping for the best, and if they don't win, well, get ready for watching basketball a whole lot closer, at least in my household. Oh, and he's got Thornton matched up on Jones, and Thornton's going to outrace him. He's been playing the deep pass game. That time it worked out for him. That kick is up and good. Got the ball, a chance to go try to put this one away in the win column. Truckin, thank you for the coffee magic. My lights are supposed to flash on every gift. They're flashing on the followers, but not flashing on the gift. So I look over and I noticed it a little bit late today. But yeah, thank you guys. It has been a lot of activity in the TikTok chat. Truckin, thank you again. I see the level up sparks coming in from Truckin. So Truckin's adding some serious time for everybody hanging out today. Not sure how many playoff losses you guys can stand, but we'll be here going after it for a while. Let's go Seahawks. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Let's go Seahawks. Kieran, thanks for following. How's it going, Kieran? Gonna stream 24 hours. Trekkin's wallet is open. Zeet VR says, "Go Hawks." Wonder on that toss crack play, but he's shading too many defenders to the right, in my estimation. So, Kieran, I see the football next to your display name. Who do you root for as a football fan? Now he's kind of loading up on the left. Well, toss crack got me cracked instead. TikTok buddies use that term a lot for a different meaning, but you know what I meant. Let's see. L says, "Go Bills." How are you feeling about the Bills taking on Denver in Denver? L. Hey, Skyballer, thanks for the cheers, buddy. Not too worried. You don't think Bo Nix has it in him? One of my Bronco fans is in the other chat. Name Skyballer. Guessing he feels differently on that analysis. Yeah, he's in the TikTok chat. His name is L. Skyballer may be coming to the TikTok chat to join you. He may be ready to break down the game. All right, Buddy's leaning on the run game. It's Harvey, and he wants to stop on the one. We'll drive him into the end zone, and we'll have plenty of time for our offense here. Only thing that's really worked for me efficiently in this game has been the run game. But his last defensive stand, he was decent against it. So Not what we wanted. Was looking to go bleed out the clock and win the game. Now we got to score, maybe go for two. Here we go. There's Mile High. Who am I rooting for in the Natty? I don't really have a rooting interest. I guess slightly prefer Indiana over Miami, but not losing sleep over it. I hope it's an exciting, drama-filled game for us neutral fans. How about for yourself, Jacob? Sooners are long gone, so yeah, my rooting is done for college football. You like the guy, loved him on the Ducks. Josh just has the experience, and he doesn't. Sounds like a reasonable take. Doesn't sound like he's being a hater. Think I'll just thinks Knicks isn't going to get it done. I feel like it'll be a low scoring game, but we'll see. Most of those Bronco games of late have been very low scoring. Was waiting on my routes, and then I thought I could step through, and yeah, nothing I had planned worked out. Josh has no one, says the guy in chat. I can't really make out your username based off that font. Yeah, that Bills team is not too stacked this year compared to some of the other teams that he's been on. Don't trust Sam Darnold in the playoffs. I don't know if Sam's going to be healthy, let alone trusting him. Yeah, Cooks has had a good year. Darnold certainly won some big games for Seattle through this regular season March, the last Rams game and the last Niner game. So I hope that lifts up his confidence. Put on Jalen Monroe is going to negate any serious discussion with you, though, Sean. Don't need to play a third round rookie that's played like 4 or 5 NFL snaps. Oh, hey, you got the 1 seed and you won the conference and you're at home. Yeah, go ahead and go with a unproven guy that's never played instead of the guy that got you there. I mean, they will probably go with Drew Lock if Darnold can't play, but Sean can't take you seriously. So 5 minutes in the gulag for you, Sean. Able to throw that away. That was covered up really well. They love Treyway. How's it going, Treyway? Any of you guys that are baseball fans, love to hear your thoughts on Kyle Tucker to the Dodgers and Bo Bichette to the Mets over the last 24 hours or so. And we get Rice up the seam. Let me use my last timeout so we can get all these plays in. At least try to. Tucker is so overpaid, says L. I don't think the Dodgers even care. They just print money. So it's like, yeah, sure. Whatever. Bring him in. Not much there, and we'll take a sack, which isn't good. The clock's running. Tried to high point that to Rice. And we'll have third and goal from the 3. Yeah, Bichette's gone. Hopefully you guys can get Gunner. Gunner Henderson's not a free agent, though, is he? Why is Mike Vick a right-handed quarterback? I have no idea, to be honest with you, Tommy. It's a specialty card that they make him at, and I think they started with it last year for the Ultimate Team mode. Makes no sense to me. And he got the right guess. I was throwing in anticipation, trying to get all the plays in down there. The route further to the right would have been fine. He's going quarterback Neil. Oh, he's at the 20. Okay. For some reason I thought he was on the like the foot line. I was gonna try to get a safety. But yeah, good game to that dude. He got the defensive stand and a couple stands against me there down the stretch. The run game kind of petered out there a bit. Back to the drawing board. Playing the event. If you guys want to jump on event and playoffs and stream snipe, now's your time. Those of you that wanted to play. We got some time left, thanks to Truckin', Cam, Greg, and all the buddies. 3, 2, 1. Road to the Super Bowl. It starts now. All right, Vindicator. If you're in TikTok's chat, you were the sniper. I'm gonna stretch here while this game loads up. Been sitting for a while. Hamstrings and kneecap and everything else is popping and cracking. Those of you that are young, yeah, stay that way if you can. All right, it's Seahawks and Giants in this matchup. Yeah, gonna try to utilize AJ Barner and his blocking skills and the run game and Charles Cross that we picked up. Hockadelic, what's happening, buddy? See that Barner throwing some good blocks over there on that right hand side. Everybody's been asking me, so now I get a chance to ask you. Are you ready for tomorrow, Hockadelic? Like I'm as ready as I can be as a fan. JR from New Music Inferno, lighting up the Inferno with a heart me. What's up, JR? Chilling at work for Hockadelic. I'm glad you're here. Just watch, says Mile High Gaming. All right, we'll get Joey Galloway for some yardage. Ready, we'll be at the game. I've seen a lot of people whining in the Seahawk Reddit about don't sell tickets to the Niner fans. And I did see where apparently the Seahawks are cracking down on season ticket holders not being in their seats for these games. But you paid your money for those season tickets. If you want to sell them, I understand that mindset too, of recouping some of the money. People need to relax on Darnold. Worst case, lock season. Yeah, Locke, I feel like he could either go out slinging it and have an awesome game for us, or it could be the complete opposite too. Rocky, who do you think I root for? We have a good chance to make it all the way. We beat the 49ers, either play the Bears or the Rams, says Dom. Indeed, that is the scenario. I sure would have enjoyed not playing a division rival in the first round. This wasn't meant to be. Speaking of meant to be, I think this drive is going the wrong way. Let's try the double mountain pass. Why not? Christina, welcome in. Thanks for following. Look like I'd be a Bengals fan. You got that right. Big fan of I don't know, Boomer Esiason. Monty's in the house. Monty still got his Kansas City Chiefs profile picture. Oh, that would have been a great catch. It was covered up pretty well. I got to get Metcalf out of that position, though. I keep saying it, but I got to get Metcalf subbed out for Rice. Rice is in that wide receiver 3 spot, but somehow he's getting subbed out. Rocky, as far as trolls go, you're a nice troll, but you're kind of boring. So take 5 minutes off, Rocky. Come up with something intelligent when you come back, if you come back. Best of the Niners and then the Rams and Denver. The King has returned to their throne. Oh, it will be that much sweeter if we get to take out the division rivals. But I would have been happy for those guys to go out, Hockadelic. I think living in Niner territory too is probably a factor in that. Would have preferred playing the Rams and then San Francisco for my own, selfish reasons. And he's got a good throw in between my zones. And so he's in with Barkley. I guess the only good thing is I have plenty of time for the drive back the other way. Yeah, hopefully nobody comes and sucker punches me or something wearing the Seahawks stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely have all the gear out. Let's see, Osvaldo, Luke, Landon, Jake, all of you buddies, welcome in. RF and House. It would be awesome to win a Super Bowl on their field too. Of course, that's getting ahead of Saturday, but yeah, the possibility is there. Luke Sutton, welcome in, Luke. Luke, who do you root for as a football fan? We are multi-streaming. We're live on Red, Purple, and TikTok chats. Same name on all of them. If you guys are a multi-way watcher, I know Russian 6 against 5 blockers, like they should have somebody free coming in, but you should be able to get the throw off when you're going to an immediate read like that. Bust out the turkey leg for funsies. Bo Nix, 10 touchdown times, says the buddy. That's quite optimistic. I tried to fight through that with Barner. This game's heading the wrong way here. All right, so Riley, he's back in the Broncos tomorrow. James, how's it going, James? James coming in saying, yo. Go G-Man, says Written. Written, are you happy that they hired John Harbaugh? I'm not convinced on Dart, but we'll see how he goes long term. Boy, my defender's so slow suddenly. How is Michael Vick left-handed? He was left-handed. They made a right-handed card. Don't ask me why. It's something popular in the community. I guess right-handed players get a faster animation or something like that. So the really sweaty players prefer having a right-hander. I don't think it really belongs in the game, but what can I do? Let's see, Malachi, he's confident in Seattle tomorrow. I mean, everything points to Seattle. The Darnold thing's obviously concerning. But there's a reason they play the games and blah blah blah. I just hope that they go out and play as well as they're capable of and can replicate that strong run game, time of possession, all that stuff that they did in week 18. I think if they can do that, they should be fine. But we'll see how the game goes. Every game is its own story. Yeah, no Kittle's huge, but Trent Williams being back is big for San Francisco. I'd argue that Williams is probably more important to him at this stage of his career than Kittle is to him. And their backup isn't bad. Joker's in the house. Ready to put the belt to the butt tomorrow. I hope so. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Just got an Madden 26, got 94 overall. Drake May. Good going, James. Yeah, that May's a decent card. Yeah, Tungus is or Hubbard's pronounced. He's solid. He had that game-winning touchdown against us week 1. Of course, Woolen kind of sold that play though. Woolen's been pretty good of late. Got to give him credit for not getting his head down or forcing a trade or any of that type of stuff. Seahawks fans were definitely over like stride for stride, not getting separation. Reek, after the concussion, came back to his rookie year, says Shoker. I was looking at some breakdown on the season, and they said that Witherspoon was one of the top coverage guys in all of football. Feels like teams just don't throw where Witherspoon's at, which is great. Evil, thanks for jumping in. Yeah, huge game. I mean, every playoff game is big, and then when it's a rival team, I think it's a little bit more heated up than normal. Sure, Brock's thumb isn't 100% either. You believe in Sam to play at 1,000%, even though he isn't feeling it, says Malachi. Mac challenged him and he responded, says Hawkadelic. Thoughts on the Patriots? I think the Patriots will beat Houston. Let's see. James got the 91 Calvin Johnson. I have to get a defensive stand on this deal. I mean, if he makes it 17 points, I'll just concede out. Haven't played particularly well. I don't know if it's because a lot of the casual players are phasing out of the game or if I'm just playing slop or what it is. Could be, all of the above. Leafs Nations, welcome in, Leafs. Leafs, what do you think about Bo Bichette going to the Mets today? Because it looks like you got a Blue Jay profile picture. I don't mean that as a troll deal. The Blue Jays should still be really good, but Um, Baseball seems like it's hurling towards a lockout. Not this year, but the following year. Oh, I'm not big on the prediction stuff, Dak. They're a 7 point favorite. I think the over under indicates it should be 20 to 27 Seahawks. I mean, I could totally see that type of score line, but it could be real low scoring. Seattle could be trying to smother out the clock the way they did in the previous game. A couple plays could break and it could turn into a shootout with both teams kind of getting up and down the field. Hope Seattle doesn't have to spend too much time on the field in the first half, and for the defense to get winded, because the defense is our best unit. Special teams been really good though too this year. Yeah, the Dodger deal is like starting to just not feel really fun anymore. Like, oh, you have a super team. Well, here, let's pick up another all star. Could see conservative place his tag. Malachi, you already said that. You don't have to chat repeat. I read off what you said, Malachi. Of course it's bigger. Yeah, you lose now, the season's over. If you lost week 18, you were still in the fight, and there was a decent shot you'd end up seeing the opposing team the next day, or the next week if you made it through, and that's what the Niners are living. Niners are on the short week of rest. I know some Niner fans are complaining about that. Rams and Bears got 8 days between games, and the Niners are on the short deal. But it seems like the NFL is trying to give a preference to the conference winners, and I think that is fair as far as you should get some reward for winning the conference. Um, so I think the Niners were only going to do 2 practices. Doubt they're going to make a lot of wrinkles and changes to their playbook for this game, but they know Shanahan's mindset and his plays and stuff too. But as far as putting in like different trick plays or anything, I don't think they're going to work on a lot of that over the 2 days. All right, that's a wrap for this game. Yeah, the teams know each other. Yep, exactly. Seattle, on the other hand, they had a week to prepare for body work this last week, and then they knew who they were playing after the games wrapped up. McDonald went on Sunday Night Football. I guess the Sunday Night Football host and McDonald were high school classmates, so he went on and gave her the interview, and like he wasn't overly talking trash or anything. I thought he got in a subtle jab on the Niners that he said that they're so good on third down conversions when they struggled terribly on third down conversions against Seattle in Week 18. But they had done pretty well against the Eagles, so you could take it either way. But we'll see. Jay Castle, yeah, that's ridiculous. All right, so he's gone. Yeah, had to get him out of there. Might have to mod Dak the Grass Man here to take out Jay Castle if he comes in on another one. All right, Dak, feel free to take him out next time. Yeah, I looked away. I was just yapping to you guys. I figured some kid with some other stupid deal, but yeah, this one's not too smart. But he's gone. All right, let me get them reported. Here we go. So Dak, I made you a mod if you get a chance to block some of these accounts. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Dak. I didn't know if you knew how to do any of the mod tools, but yeah, if you see them, feel free to just take them out. How are you liking Super Bowl chances with the 1 seed? I mean, the chances are good, right? As far as all the metric breakdown stuff. But, like they say, you got to play the games and all that, all the old cliches, right? Any given Sunday, blah, blah, blah. I'm not thinking about the Super Bowl as a fan, really. Hopefully they win this week, and then we worry about Rams or Bears. Oh, awesome, Dak. Yeah, thanks for jumping in. Yeah, I'm guessing it's just kids that have some script or something. And Dak's always been a great chatter. Yeah, Malachi, you said the same thing like 3 times. Stop, Malachi. All right, Malachi to the bench. Hate when the receiver stops the route when they have that route option. But Malachi, come back. You don't have to repeat the same deal about Brock's thumb. We don't know how well Brock's thumb is or isn't. We'll find out. Tristan, welcome in. I think we have a good chance with the Niners. I do too. I mean, I think it all favors Seattle, but you got to go out and execute. Tristan, welcome in. Tristan, what's your dog's name? Tristan has a dog profile picture. Looks like a good boy. We know about Brock's bomb, though, says Hawkadelic. There's a prediction that your dog's name is Biscuit. Solo's guessing. Yeah, I loved watching Joey Galloway back in his day. Speaking of Joey, there he is. Finally broke down and bought the card now that it's down in value a bit. Mr. Pickles, sadly he's deceased. Ah, rest in peace to Mr. Pickles. Yeah, look like an awesome dog. All right, we're spinning and winning with Kenneth Walker. Yeah, Mr. Pickles is tough. That's a great name. I'm getting blamed for bringing up a sad story now too, Tristan. I'm sorry. Let's see. Wonder if we can get the sound to register the earthquake radar this year. That would be awesome if they can have it rocking up there again. I'm guessing part of it will depend on how many rival fans there are making the trip up north there for the game. And so good start against the Packer opponent. And he's got a big return there with Tyreek Hill. Should you get Madden 26? Oh, it's kind of late in the year. I think you could probably pick it up on EA Play or something if you just want to mess around with it. But yeah, it's still fun to play. I think the best time for Madden is usually around Thanksgiving and Christmas time. So those promos are gone. A lot of out of position cards exist right now. We're getting the playoff stuff, and eventually we're going to get the Super Bowl content, Team of the Year, and all that. Any thoughts on if a Steam let like a fish? I'm so lost, dude. Controls the fish's life. Texans are beating the Patriots. That defense is too good, says J Man. Not sure if I'm buying that. We'll see. What's my defense? I run the Viking defensive playbook. wait, wait a minute. Solo Phil is that bot that was going nuts in TikTok chat. I thought I was going to click on it and intercept it. Carmichael too tall. He'll get the touchdown on us. A stream pet like a fish. There we go. Zaire, welcome in. Thanks for following, Zaire. Texans offense is rough. Nico is out for the Texans. Yeah. I didn't get to watch all that Houston and Steeler game. I had to go out of the house for a while. Came back and it was all Houston there, but I'm not sure that they're necessarily going to be getting defensive touchdowns and as easy a path as they had against the Steelers, when it's New England on the other side. Dak thinks it's going to be Broncos or Patriots for the AFC. Yeah, I mean they were both good the whole regular season. I mean, I wasn't thinking the Steelers were going to have a deep run through the playoffs. I'm a little surprised they fired Tomlin, but those rumors have been out there for a while. I guess Tomlin stepped down or whatever the correct term is, because I guess they still maintain his rights, but maybe time for a fresh start for both of those franchises, the Ravens and the Steelers, and of course the Browns are in that mix too. Nick, welcome to our stream. Thanks for following, Nick. Got a little running path there for Vic, and we'll get out to the 35. AKA he quit and they fired him. It's time, look at Pete Carroll says, Dak. I feel bad for Pete only getting 1 year with the Raiders. Then again, I feel happy for Pete that he got $45 million and had to coach 1 year with the Raiders too. But I know Pete's competitiveness, that's probably not how he wanted it to end. ET, welcome to the stream. Thanks for following. Lights are flashing. Timer's going up for ET's arrival. ET, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Texans are great on defense. Stroud needs to elevate his game. I don't disagree with you at all, Hawkadelic. Yeah, it was going to get tough to render him in these Madden games. Yeah, he got smashed down on the throw to the flat. I missed something there from Nick. All I see is or left. Automod might have held you up for some reason, unfortunately. Galloway doesn't hang on. Was trying to go run after the catch. Of course, in hindsight, wish I would have just held on to it. Oh, Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Tyreek Hill's he's a fun player to watch. Not a big fan of Tyreek off the field, but he's another one. We'll have to see how his career looks when he comes back from this injury. He had the game passing by, cover three scheme, little to disguise, isn't going to work anymore. Yeah, it was great when he had all the Hall of Fame caliber guys out there running that, and nobody else was really doing it at the time. But yeah, people are wise to it now. I think he tried to change, with the going from the 4-3 to the 3-4 and stuff, but probably he needed to find his own McDonald as a coordinator, like the defensive guru guy, not the Clint Hurts of the world. And then, he would have had to have trusted him. Hey, welcome back, Malachi. You relogged in and it tripled up your chat. Yeah, weird how stuff can do that. But I was like, man, we already answered your question and I read your comment. I thought you thought I was ignoring you. But yeah, welcome back to the stream and thanks for being understanding, Malachi. Guys got 5 seconds here to try to get a touchdown. And thankfully that last second ticked off. Sometimes they get that long second animation and they're able to get the timeout and the field goal unit out. Let's see. Of all time, Ricky, Mantle, modern, you'd go Derek Jeter for Dak. Those are great answers. That said, he delivered the Raiders as a quarterback in the draft. A weird way, mission accomplished. Also, Pete shouldn't have hired his son to. I mean, his son's being on the staff is one thing, but having him be the offensive line coach and all that is ridiculous. Thanks, Dak. I was on that one too. The nepotism isn't going to help with anything there for Pete. He played Madden franchise yesterday, had the GM. Hold on. Balls in play. I went for the hit, stick, and whiff. Had the GM try to trade you for a certain guy. You're like, no, I'll be the coach. You're the GM. You make the trade. Hey, Dak, thanks for smashing these guys with nothing else to do. The bacon grease eaters. Curly, welcome in. Thanks for following, Curly. I was going for cross body throw, and it's Carmichael getting it. Hurt his son long term with the stigma around him now. Yep, for sure. However, Pete's made generational wealth too, so some of that will go down a generation to his boys, and I think they'll be okay. But I'm sure they would have liked to have struck out on their own and been a head coach and whatever down the road. And I mean, it could still happen, but like you said, if you're looking at his resume, oh, coach for the Seahawks, oh, coach for the Raiders. In between dad's jobs, he had small jobs at different colleges. All right, so it is 14 all. I'd like to just run a nice slow drive down here and walk this off. Somebody who loves and has worked for Pete will give him another shot. Yep. I could see him on like Dan Quinn's staff this coming year or something. Assuming Quinn doesn't have too much of a hot seat there with the Commanders after this past year. Good relationships in the game, college and pro levels. Wonder how big Pete's gum wall is. But yeah, he's probably just chomping away there at home, driving his wife nuts. Be curious to see, how Geno Smith's career unfolds now that the Raiders are probably looking for quarterback of the future. I guess they probably keep Geno around for this coming year since he's not super unaffordable, but they might try to move off of that third year of his deal just to kind of have the transition to Mendoza or whoever goes in. Then again, they might just cut their losses and go with a rookie immediately too. Probably depends on who they hire and their mindset. Mendoza about to get hurt in Las Vegas. Contract is awful for Geno. Oh, Geno got paid pretty well. Maybe you mean it's a bad contract for the Raiders, but I think Geno got fair market value and then some probably. Hey, truckin'. Thanks for those laughing horses 69 bits coming in. Do consulting and speaking in terms of building culture. Yep, yeah, I do too. I think that would be perfect for Pete. Bad deal for the Raiders. 69 pony rides. We're rich over here now too, says Truckin'. Well, thanks for the 69 nice bits. We love it. I don't think I've seen that horse animation before previously. Look at the knuckleheads. He had to manage in Seattle and USC. Send the video. Oh boy, that was that was a jammed up route. I hate when my receivers end up kind of on top of each other, but we're all right for now. Now I need to see if he's going to bleed out the clock or not. Turn off 2 clocks so I don't accidentally flood it out of there. I mean, he's got $45 million from Davis and Brady and those guys. He may just pass on the sideline now. Pete would coach a prison team if offered. Yeah, he loves football. Curious what's going to happen with the Chiefs. Yeah, I feel like the Chiefs looked really old there throughout the second half of the season. And I mean, they are an older squad. But part of me was like, I'm still not going to roll these guys out until they're mathematically eliminated because they've looked that way sometimes during that dynasty, and then they found a way to start stringing together wins too. But I think they're kind of coaching and going to have to retool things there in KC. I assume Kelsey's gone. Then we got Mahomes coming off a huge injury. Could be another tough year there for Kansas City. I think Mahomes will still have a great career, but he hasn't looked the same for a few seasons. As far as yesterday, yeah, I know Darnold strained his oblique during practice. He said he's 100% he's going to play, but the official report was questionable. Could be a little bit of gamesmanship from Seattle. I don't know that it is, but it could be one of those things where they're putting him questionable when he's really probable, and they want the Niners to have to game plan for Milroe and for Locke possibly being in there because those guys run around a bit more than Sam does. I doubt it's all that, but it could be. All right, we'll get the victory here. Batman doesn't think he's playing. Oh, I'd be shocked if he doesn't play. Reed, got to open the playbook more. Instead of running screens on second down, that doesn't work, says J-Man. Saw a meme, our backup quarterback was picking up Phil Rivers. The offensive coordinator will help Reed, says J-Man. Possibility of Kittle being front with football. I don't know what that means, Malachi. Chris Jones started to slip. Yep, he did. Mahomes or Maways. Bad dad jokes as Josh Q00. If he plays, it's worse for you. It's so much easier to stop an injured player. Batman, I don't think he's that injured. Sounds like you're on some hopium as a 49er fan or something, Batman. Hey, on a more serious note, guys, check out seriousfun.org. They provide children that are dealing with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience in a high quality medical care environment. So, again, that charity is seriousfun.org. Am I nervous for tomorrow? Not yet. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I will be. You're a Cardinals fan. We've been through this as Batman. Every dollar of profit goes to support the kids. Of course. Yeah, thanks for being here, Josh. We got 7 minutes left. That means we got to play one more game. If you guys are on TikTok, you can send us a universe, pump up the timer, subscribe, or you could just follow, share, and like, and the timer goes up for every follower. All right, season 5. I've got Drake May. I've got Edwards. I've got Javon Curse. So I think the next one we want is probably Steve Smith, and it's not from being a Rams hater, even though I am. Because Kitchens is only 5'11". Don't really want him in the secondary that badly. Eventually we'll get him though, but I think we'll power up Smith. Probably I'll do it off stream so we can get into this game. The timer is the fear of missing out timer. The FOMO timer. The more you guys follow, share, like, all that stuff, the timer goes up, J-Man. When the timer ends, I spike the controller. I've broken a lot of controllers. And I run out of the office. And then you guys are just watching the chair. Occasionally, there's a big bear that takes over. It's stuffed animal. But yeah, usually we wrap it up right around then. But have I pulled an oblique? Oh, I pulled a few. Got kicked out of that nightclub though. They said, "Hey, stop doing that to the ladies." Let's see. Do I have any Seahawks jerseys? I have 3, I think. I have Largent, Rick Meyer, and Lofa Chichupu. Wouldn't mind getting some other ones, but being in a different state, it's not like I see him around a whole lot. Need to find one of those cheap jersey sites. Buy some new stuff. See, Hakadel says, "Don't worry, ex-fiance is watching. Literally, sports lucky charm. So proven your friends and family texted her to confirm." Sounds like it's a lock and not Drew Lock. See, you do MMA, just getting kicked in the oblique hurts. Batman, respectfully, maybe you need to be as tough as Sam Darnold. No, Batman would probably kick my head right off my shoulders, but you know that these are multi-billion-dollar sports franchises. If there's something they can give them to feel good for 4 quarters, I'm sure they have it on hand. She got off work, Game 7 of the 2016 World Series, and the rain delay happened. Then she got home, and the Cubs won. That is quite lucky for Cubs fans. Not great if you're rooting for the boys from Cleveland. With a severe oblique injury, Sam wouldn't even be jogging around in practice. Yeah, I don't think it's much of anything. The report was something like he felt a little twinge or something. Who knows, man? Maybe he'll go out there and he can't go through his throwing motion, and here comes Locke, and Locke gets concussed, and it's Milrow, and they're running the wishbone offense, and like who knows what'll happen. But at this moment, I'm not too concerned about it as a fan. And even if I am concerned about it, it's not like they're going to listen to my opinion anyways. You know what I mean? Oh no, I don't like what Mike McDonald is planning to do. Well, he's not going to listen to me. So let's just see what happens. Last time you got kicked in the oblique, you went down like a sack of potatoes. The offensive line better protect him. And her name is Destiny. And the barnyard slip in there. Can't hang on to that one. Maybe would have been better off on the shorter route, but my eyes didn't even make it down there. The route to Kenneth Walker. So Patriots get the stand. Yeah, you're Batman. How'd you get kicked in the oblique? And for reference, I'm 6'3". I'm not easy to get down, says Batman. I don't know. You wouldn't know it from looking at me, but I'm 6'8", so there you go. Just playing Batman, but sometimes the kids in in these platforms, man, one of them starts with how tall they are, and then the next guy's a couple inches taller, and the next suddenly I have 20 Victor Wembanyama's in chat. Nathan was supposed to be Batman, and Nathan is only 4'3", is what I'm hearing. That's a report from the purple side. And too easy. Diggs getting roasted by his brother. Diggs on Diggs there. Let's see. Cubs, Hawks, and Spurs all won belts when you guys were together. Since it's been bad. Family still hasn't forgiven you. Hockadelic, I don't know what to say. If you're not happy in that relationship, I can't really encourage you to do it for the Seahawks. But can you guys get together for about 3 weeks, 4 weeks here? Who's the real Batman? Says Dak. If you had a choice, you'd be 5'9" or 5'10", says Batman. Called called in the favor, did Hawkadelic. Right, Braden Richardson was our last follower. Everybody follow up on TikTok if you guys haven't. It hurts being tall, believe it or not, says Batman. There's a flag on the play. I don't know. I feel like it was DPI. It is, so we can decline and take that completion instead. Called in the favor, did Hawkadelic. He's only 19. Some days you just limp around. Well, maybe it's from doing MMA and getting punched and kicked and put into submission holds and stuff. 6'3", sitting on TikTok, not saving the world, says Solo Phil. Wow, Gronk came through, and I don't know how he didn't decapitate my ball carrier. Skyballer, thank you very much for 5 bits. Let's see. Nah, never been the best on the feet. That's why you grapple as your main style. He's able to get Gronk turned around there. Almost had a play on the ball. Let's see. Solo Phil says, I don't know Batman. You assume he's a good guy. Yeah, I feel like Batman's usually uh, hero in the movies and comic books and stuff. I don't know a ton of Batman lore or anything though either. When we broke up, there was no sorry, Jason. It was you're a dumb butt. Uh, yeah, sometimes relationships are that way. However, if you were guaranteed Cubs, Spurs, and Seahawks thriving the rest of your days, would you put up with a toxic relationship? Which this is a question for all the fans here. If your team could consistently win titles, maybe not every single year, would you put up with being miserable in your personal life? Does your fandom life matter more than your personal life? It shouldn't, but some fans are that hardcore. They would just be like, yeah, let's do it. Yes, losing sucks, says Hawkadelic. Can we own different homes than Solo Phil? I'm a decent guy. Look at last time you were here. Congratulated us on the first round bye. Hey, sounds like you're rooting for the 49ers here. I think you're trying to turn the Darnold thing into a big deal. We're not going to know until he gets out there and plays. Monroe versus Jennings is our Sunday night NFL matchup. Jawan Jennings has as many touchdown passes as Justin Herbert does in the playoffs. That's not good for Herbert. The Malachi is a Mariners fan. I'm not. I like to see the Mariners taking some losses. Did that as a Cardinal fan too, says Batman. Are your comments popping up? They did now, Laserbeam. I didn't see anything else from you, Laserbeam, till right now. You don't miss her. You miss the rings, says Hawkadelic. But sure, yeah, you can be in different homes solo. Why not? I think our timer's about gone. Yeah, timer's gone. Last game of the day. It's been a pretty good stream, though. Thank you guys for all the activity across the 3 platforms. Particularly TikTok and Twitch was strong today. Red chat, always a little hit and miss there. Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. You like the young guys on the A's have a good future? Yeah, I hope to see some of that future here in California before they move to Nevada, if they ever get that one done. John freaking Kennedy just followed. What's up, John? Yeah, he's way past the line, right? So we will accept the illegal forward pass, and it's 4th and 40. Opponent says they're punting. I believe it in this situation. So she can have the house. Solo Phil will sleep in the shed. He just wants the Colts, Pacers, everything Indiana on top. Thought the punt return was maybe my best bet there, but we didn't get much. Who is ranked higher than Sam in 2015? Who is ranked higher than Sam? JR, welcome in. Thanks for following. Number one Gary Bears fanatic is Solo Phil. Dylan Durney, welcome in, Dylan. All right, this game's 7-all. 4 minutes to decide it. 2-minute quarters in this playoff event thing. Bills are using Black Magics as Batman. I don't know if the Bills are going to get through Denver. I think that has moved from opening for the Bills to favoring the Broncos slightly. Should be a close game. I feel like that one's a one possession game, but we'll see. Solo's got to get ready for the game. Have a great time, bud. Solo's going courtside seats today for Pelicans Pacers. Oh, he was able to string that out long enough to get that pass completed. Oh, Jennings was, but who remembers Seahawks legend Terrell Pryor? I do remember Pryor. And then I remember him converting to receiver and having some success in his post Seahawk career. Tried to come down there with Adderley. At least he got the pass breakup. Would have been great to intercept it. Yeah, Skyballer and F Your Couch, they are together and going to be doing their thing today and tomorrow and however long they're hanging out. Once utilizing 2 clock, they probably want to just get this one in the win column and not give me possession if they can help it. Well, that's a good throw. He rolled back though, lost his momentum. Now it's 4th down and 1. Leaving Tuesday morning. So you guys got the whole weekend, got Monday to recover, then Tuesday heading home. Boy, we smashed that play. Let's see. 5 Loveson, welcome into the stream. Thanks for following 5. Question of the day: hard shell taco or soft shell taco? It's a 50-50 split in the red chat. Tuesday night, you're taking Jaden to the Lakers Nuggets game. Looks like LeBron's healthy, right? At the moment, hopefully he's able to go. And I know you said your son enjoys LeBron a lot. Can't answer that question. Sorry, says Skyballer. Is spending 1,000 vouchers to go straight to the playoffs worth it? I'm not doing it personally, but some of you guys are better players than I am. 5 love, I could, but this is the last game. The timer's expired. Play you next stream. Oh, I thought Johnson held on to that. Well, you get deeper into the plays. He's seen the the basic stuff I like to run a little too much. And that's what we needed. Now we're in good business here. Felt like that was it taking an eternity to find somebody open, but works out. Try to cut that back to the left. Didn't quite work out. So now we're turning up first downs, keep the clock running, and hopefully you walk this off with a kick or a late touchdown. Don't want to give him much time back to drive down the field on us here. And there's a timeout. I was wondering if he was going to start burning them. Let me run this one for F Your Couch, the duo play. City runs it out of shotgun. There's no shotgun duos in the Tampa Bay offense, at least that I can find. And we'll give it up on the one to try and make it the final play here. Didn't want to score with 30-something seconds and then have him throwing sideline routes and all that stuff. I think I'll just let it take the delay a game. I was thinking about using the timeout, but want to make sure we get every second off there that we can. Take time just in case it round the clock for some reason. Usually I like to kick it with 2 or 3 seconds, so he's going to get the kickoff return option here. Pretty sure I have the ice kicker stuff on. Immune to the ice kicker, whatever it's called. Try to let him go through his run with the Newton and not time up our kick. All right, so 2 seconds to win it. Thinking power squibs the move. All right, so tomorrow, for those of you looking for stream, I don't think I'll be on in the morning. Looks like I have a lot going on in real life, but I should be on for San Jose State versus who are they playing? UNLV? I need to double check here. Got San Jose State versus UNLV tomorrow, 2 p.m. And then when the Seahawks are playing the 49ers, we got FIFA Legends from Monterrey, Mexico. So I'll have that for you guys over on YouTube. Skyballer, thanks for the bits. A. Hound, thank you for following. We got close to 100 followers on that TikTok session. Pretty good for a weekday. My man Shauno's on right now with some NHL. So we'll take the Twitch party over to Shauno. He was first one in on the chat. Let me see if I have any packs to open for you guys though first. Don't think I do, but sometimes I don't know until I get in there. And it's always delayed, right? You're trying to get through, and you'll have control over your controller after these games. So I spent some coins yesterday. I got Charles Cross, I got AJ Barner, and Joey Galloway. Didn't mean to just do the offensive side, but it worked out that way. Still have almost 1,900,000 something coins, so hopefully the drops will be good for the Seahawks theme. We'll keep getting them. Yeah, good luck at the game. Hopefully you don't deal with any mouthy Niner fans. I know you know how to deal with them if you do, but hopefully you're celebrating a win on your way home, and I'm celebrating with you out here in California. Here we go to Shauno right now. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow for real life sports over on the YouTube platform. It's Don Elfreak there. And Truckin, Cam, Greg, all of you guys over on the TikTok side that extended the stream, thank you again for all the support. Here we go on the